Hello, I'm back. Welcome to this segment of AKT Celebrity Reads. I'm your host, Alexyss K. Tylor, and I'm going to do another reading on King Von. Daquan Bennett, who was basically executed in Atlanta, Georgia, downtown Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you, babies. Thank you for the hearts. I love the hearts. Atlanta, Georgia, Friday, November 6, 2020, which was just a week ago. Last Friday, tragically gunned down. I wasn't really sure where this was going or how many times or how much information. I wasn't sure if he was going to come to me just the one time the other day and that be it. But I was leaving the door open for King Von. And he did. There are some things here, and it's probably won't be the last reading. I think I got another one here. I got to really get deeper and to see what else King Von has to say and wants me to know. Now, I will say that this is for entertainment purposes only. My name is Alexyss K. Tylor. I am a psychic medium. I speak to the alleged dead, the physical dead that are yet still alive. Walk, talk, breathe, sleep, wake up, consume energy on the altars of people that leave things for them, food and drink. And King Von also told me someone gave him something sweet to eat. And I'm waiting for my business partner. She's going to bring me some things for him because he wants something sweet from me, even though people are loving him and spoiling him right now. Thank you, Cassandra, for the donation. I love the donation. So anybody that feels like putting something up there on his altar with Nipsey Hussle, because he's been hanging with Nipsey Hussle. King Nipsey Hussle, Nip, the Crip with the super drip, who is also a Leo, the Lion. So he came to King Nipsey Hussle and told Nipsey to ask me to do a reading for him. So, of course, I could not say no. So, I want to say this is what I do. And I speak to them. This is a spiritual reading, and this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not claiming, this is alleged, this is what I'm hearing you sing in the spirit. I'm not claiming that I know anybody that I'm speaking on or about. I'm doing the best I can to perceive what people say to me from the other side that still are here, because he has not crossed over. He's very angry and very upset, and he wants justice, and he wants a lot of things to be known. He wants a lot of things to be exposed. Okay. So I'm going to do libation to them. I'm seeing some things, too, with Selena. I seen she was able to tap in to see her husband, Chris. And I just seen somebody told me that a producer, Netflix, and Selena's father is involved in a lawsuit right now. I think they're suing Selena's father over rights or something about this new show. So they're saying the father is a liar or deceptive and corrupt, as well as her sister. Both of them are involved in the lawsuit. So we're going to watch that and see what's going on. Because while I've been doing this and tied up addressing the new situation with King Von, she has been able to move through the other side. I would never believe this if somebody had told me this 10 years ago, that I would be doing something like this, and that, hey, Hershey, and that it was possible for people that they're still alive, just outside of the physical body. The tissue's dead, but they have another body. That's not the first and only body. That's just like the lower, denser body, and I'm going to write about that and teach about that. But they actually love and have sex, or desire to love and have sex, and that they're cold and that they're lonely on the other side, because people say they no longer exist. They are no more, and they don't talk about them. They don't speak to them. They don't celebrate their birthday. They don't celebrate their physical death day. They don't mention their names every day. They don't play their music. They don't cook their food. They don't use their favorite cologne or perfume around the house. And they see their woman or their man grieving and lonely as if they're not there, and they try to find another. And a lot of them are very upset about that, because they're like, wait a minute, I'm here. I'm lonely for you too. I'm cold for you too. Or someone they've seen and they can get to talk to, they're like, no, I would like to get to know you now. I'm here now. Can you see me? Can you hear me? And they start these relationships, or they resume these relations. This is a whole new world for me. Whole new level of education for me. And I'm so honored to be one of the ones that they speak to and that they trust to pass their messages, to tell their story, past, present, and future. It is an honor for me. I never believed that I knew I was born for this, you know. Of course, I wanted to entertain. I wanted to sing and dance like my daddy and be a star. But I didn't know this was included. And I knew something was off when those demons were sitting there in those big shadows. I know somebody told me they had that experience too. When I was little, and my grandmother would say, okay, go back downstairs, turn off the light, and then come back upstairs. And I'd be at the bottom of the steps, and she'd be at the top. Oh boy, I was scared to turn that light off before I got upstairs, because it was dark down there, and I could feel these big things. So and they were on my back, and I would turn it off. She's like, what you running for? I'm like, I'm scared because there's something down there. So it's very unhappy feeling when you thought you would spend the rest of your life with it. Crosses over. Well, the physical life is very short. It's shorter than what your real life is going to be, because that is forever, whether it's a heaven or hell or another dimension. Like I was telling you about the Matrix was crashing. So it's very important to live it to the fullest and to do what you can to make it a better place, and you become better and you ascend and you help others while you're here. Because people lie, cheat, steal, kill other people for money, fame, and fortune. And then when their physical time is up, they can't take any of it. And even if they leave it to their family and friends that get it, they're not able to enjoy it. They're just passers-by, and then they have to pay for it on the other side. One way or the other, they have to pay for it. Okay. Let's see how so. Should I get his name? Daquan Bennett. Ashe. Okay. Their stuff. Get it correct. Get the mess out of their stuff. I'm going to try not to stay long, because I don't want the phone to go out. And thank you for the people that offered to get me another. I just have to get a PO, and then I'll give it to you so you can send it to me. I'm just going to go right into it, y'all. And I know that even though I don't want to offend anybody, I know I'm going to offend some people about what I am getting ready to say. I'm trying to be nice because King Von has a little mouth on him. Do you know how them Leos is? They real smooth and cool until you piss them off or something that upsets them. And then you know they love you, and a Leo will ride or die when you got their heart and you show them they loyal to you and you loyal back. But when you get on their wrong side, you don't want to do that, because they become your enemy. And many times once they flip like that, they don't turn backwards. But first, before I get into that, let me make a correction. And I'm glad that people correct me, because my mind gets so full of so much information at one time. And I forget a lot of things, especially if it was a year ago. And they corrected me when I was talking about the first reading I did on the Super Bowl. I was here. It was here in Atlanta, Georgia, February 3rd on a 3-day. We know what the 3-day, the 3, the 6, and the 9. Okay, so I was right here doing a reading. And while the Super Bowl was going on, that's when the one Argus, Penoptus, I think he came, and some of it, I think I got into, the first part was with Wendy Williams, and he said he had to talk to me, and he came down with a demonic crew and some of these celebrities and higher ups to come to the Super Bowl. He was hanging out with the Super Bowl, and he said he's also associated with the Statue of Liberty and Wendy Williams falling when she was dressed as a Statue of Liberty, blacked out and having a drug addiction. So I told you all everything that he was saying, and I didn't want him to come in the house, and I don't know how he still wouldn't tell me he left from downtown Atlanta and found my goddamn address and came through the cut. Okay. So he told me that when they were here, they were doing a demonic ritual, opening up the gates, a Baphomet ritual to open up the gates to release a death spell on men, particularly heterosexual men, and to bring them down in the hip-hop industry, as well as disease and mayhem. And he was going to move from Atlanta to New York and LA, basically a group of them moving through this entertainment. Okay. And I had said, when I just did the reading on King Von, I said Atlanta was here, and I had forgotten who was here. The Super Bowl was here, 2019. It was Los Angeles, so Los Angeles was here, like I said, but Los Angeles lost. And Los Angeles was fighting the New England Patriots, because I knew there were some things I wanted to say about that. And I think, what did they do? Was it 3-13? Let me make sure I got, yes, 13-3. Los Angeles Rams is a 13-3. The reason, and I have to go back to, damn, I forgot. I've been so tied up. I brought it up because they were at the Mercedes Stadium. And also look at the pyramids and the 3 points inside of the Mercedes emblem, which there's a god associated with that. The new stadium, moving from the Atlanta Stadium, the old stadium, into the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, christening that, and the way the stadium is shaped, opening it up in Atlantis. Atlanta/Atlantis Super Bowl ritual to do to the Baphomet to open up the curse and send it through hip-hop and destroy, get rid of any heterosexual men that go against the agenda, the new agenda of old Rome, which is already really not a new agenda. This has been going on. We just didn't know these things were part of esoteric, quiet science with the pederasty. And when you look at old Rome, which is like pederasty, and you can correct me again if I'm getting this wrong, is when a older man, because this was a practice in some societies of Rome, where they would take a little boy from his mother or from home and then groom him, whether it's in music or fighting or something, and then have sex with them. And a lot of people didn't know that was going on. That's why when you look at Caligula, you look at a lot of the leaders of Rome, they were so sick and twisted and do really grotesque, psychotic things to people because of the inner rage from things that happened to them. And that practice is in music. Pedophiles that bring in the young men. We didn't know that. And we know why those men are so crazy, why they're tatted all over, why they're on drugs, why they're drunk, why they beat up their girlfriends, why they can never be stable, jump from one woman to the other, have a baby mama, then another, because you don't know what they're going through. And they're full of demons, and they've been traumatized in the butt. to get fame and fortune. That's the initiation ritual they have to go through, either with the gatekeeper, and it's a lot of gatekeepers. It's the new black Atlanta, new black Hollywood. All the record industries and television is here. So, yes, so I made the correction. You are right. And peace to the God, peace to the king that corrected me on YouTube, because I like the way he did it. He did not try to make fun of me, embarrass me, insult me. He said, well, Los Angeles didn't win. The Patriots won. He said, but I'm picking up what you're putting down, and I'm with all of it. And I said, you're absolutely right. I'm going to correct that, because that's really not what I was trying to say, that they won. That wasn't my point. My point was that they were here. I was correct about that. And I said it was opening up. Los Angeles was here, and they were doing the ritual to open up the Baphomet, to release the death spell, as well as a lot of child prostitution and grown-up prostitution and stripping was going on for the Super Bowl, February 3rd, 2019, in Atlanta, Atlantis, for the ceremony. See, all these ceremonies are also tied around sports, and they're controlled by the numbers, and murder is by the numbers. These are not accidents, just like the young man, Mo 3, was shot in Texas yesterday, and they said someone else was shot today out there but not killed, so I'm not sure. I have to verify. I don't know the name. These are murder by numbers. This is like a game, a jigsaw puzzle. Funny, I would mention jigsaw ass. Okay. He must be nearby for me to say this. Jigsaw and Michael. Close this. Somebody keeps sending me messages. I cannot open them and read them during the show. What I wanted to get to was, when you look at the New England Patriots, the Los Angeles, we're dealing with the Los Angeles Rams and the New England Patriots. Okay, a Ram. So let me know if that's correct. Los Angeles Rams. We're dealing with the goat head, just like you would deal with the Dodge Ram truck. That's the goat head. That's the Baphomet. So it moves from Atlanta, open the curse, and then you leave from Atlanta, go to New York, go to LA. They are passing this ritual and this spell from Atlanta and Atlantis, opening up the portal. When they look at the way the Mercedes-Benz Stadium is shaped, and they opening up the portal and doing all the sex magic rituals here, the child kidnapping and sex magic rituals that was going on here to give the blood, as well as doing the sacrifice, and then opening it up for him, and then moving back to LA. Okay. And then what? That was February. A month later, they assassinated Nipsey, which is all in there, murder by numbers, tied into the hip-hop scene, like I said, industry. Like I said, they're going to get rid of the straight artists that do not want to bend, bow, bend over, break, and bring in a new era. They don't want the new era. They want to stay this way, because the destruction of these people in hip-hop is their rise. Their fall is their rise. And it's based on a number system. All of this is on biorhythm, brain waves, computer waves, stock waves, the body, the chip, Starlink. Now they done put this chip, this brain link in this pig, and these other animals letting you know you next. God damn it. Your motherfucking ass is with the shit, bitch, or you not doing buying, trading, or selling. Now, we showing you it's safe, because this fucking pig around here walking and talking with this goddamn brain link and this Skylink and this goddamn chip beam me up Scotty and hooked up to the satellite. So if his motherfucking ass can trot around here and wear this thing in his head, bitch, your motherfucker ass doing too. Get with it, bitch. And the fucking shot. Because they won't let me post it up here and say it violates standards, because they don't want people up here to see it. But what I am telling you is, a lot of votes have been changed and hidden. This is not a fair election. They didn't win it fair and square. There was a lot of cheating going on. And I understand why Trump wants to fight and wants to go to court and let the judge make a decision, because this was not fair and square. I know a lot of people are happy about it, and that's fine if somebody wins fair and square, but I don't like when somebody does something cheating, similar to what Bush did with Florida. Or is it Bush the son, not Bush the daddy? Remember that? This is looking the same way. So that, what it looks like is that organization, the Democrats coming in here, that's where you're going to be required. It looks like you might be forced then to take the shot under their laws, their new bills. I'm not going to get into too deeply, but you need to really look. All y'all that love this new party, y'all need to look very carefully at these people's past and what they believe in. Okay? Because I don't, I already said a lot of stuff to piss people off, so I don't want to keep doing it. But let me get to this. What I wanted to say about Los Angeles, the Los Angeles Rams, and the New England Patriots in Atlanta for February 3rd, 2019. We already know that was a ritual day because it was a 3-day. Okay. Tom Brady won, with him winning the Super Bowl. That was his 6th. Was it his 6th win or 6th award? So that's a number 6. And he's called the GOAT. So that's also representing Baphomet. And I think Tom Brady's wife is a witch. And he says she does a lot of rituals for him. He's very happy. She does a lot of rituals to help him win things. So that's 1-6 right there when Tom Brady is the GOAT. Y'all look this up and correct me if I'm getting this wrong. That's his 6th win for the Super Bowl. Okay? And then his coach, William Stephen Belichick. Belichick is the coach for the New England Patriots for the Super Bowl of 2019. His birthday is April the 16th, 1952. So he was 66 during the Super Bowl. And then he turned 67. He was 66 February 2019. He became 67 April 16 of 2019. So correct me if I'm wrong. April 1952. Okay? 52 in 2019. At the time, February, he was 66. That's another 2 6s right there. So, and he's a part of it too, because you're not going to be up that high and be a coach for that long. And I'm not sure if his father or someone related was a coach before him. But this is William, who I'm talking about, so you can check me. William Stephen Belichick. He is the coach for the New England Patriots. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tom Brady was in the Super Bowl for the New England Patriots. He's also called the GOAT, and he won his 6th award for that Super Bowl. Please correct me if I'm wrong, and if my math is off, because I'm learning still. That's the point. That's how I knew, because Argus Panoptis came outside, and he started to tell me that ritual was going on. Okay, so that was my point. And that Los Angeles was here to set it off. They didn't have to win. They were here to set it off, to open it and then run it back through hip-hop. And then we look at who was thinking Gladys Knight. She with it. And I don't know how old she is. How old was she last year? Somebody could look it up and tell me. She was one of the mistresses of the ceremony. So she's one of the goddesses. Been around a long time. Was there any other older woman of color there singing or performing at the Super Bowl? Was one of the Martin Luther King's daughter? Yeah, Los Angeles, a city of lost angels. And we know those would be the fallen angels that rule Los Angeles. And they rule Atlantis. This is New Atlantis. And it's going to fall. Because if you weren't aware of it, just like when I was doing the reading Friday morning, November 6th, I didn't know they were assassinating King Von downtown in Atlantis. I was talking about the Matrix, and it was on Trinity Avenue, like the Matrix. who fought with Neo, who was the second coming and resurrection of the Christ consciousness. Then, when I did the reading the other night, and I said what the King Demon said, and it's coming now, I go to sleep. A few hours later, it happens again, like I said, in Texas with Mode 3. It's also a rapper, as well as he was signed to Bootsy Badass. It's Bootsy Badass from, oh my, thank you, Lanice. So Gladys, do you see what I'm saying here? That's what I was trying to get to. Also, that showed up again. Gladys Knight was 66. So, February 3rd, 2019, Gladys Knight. That's what I wanted to get to, but it was so long ago when I did it. You know, so much be in my head. See, there's the other 66 right there. That's what I wanted to show y'all. All the 3s and 6s here. And like I said, Tom Brady makes no secret of it. His wife is a witch. And they're very happy together. And then the 3s again. 13-3 in the Super Bowl. 1-3. 13-3. That's another 30. That's 33 right there. That's 33 right there. That's what I wanted to show y'all and bring it in. So I knew that this was coming. Okay. Now, so I'm glad he made me correct it, because when I looked and saw that comment, I was real tired. I said, "No, get your goddamn ass up and see somebody check me and correct me. Goddamn it, I'm not finna get mad and argue with you." I said, "The women, let me check me straight, because I know what the fuck I was trying to say." But I have so many papers here all over the place, because I've been doing so much since Nipsey came here. I have so many reasons. I don't even know how many reasons. I don't know what everything I said, but I've documented. I save everything, so I got the papers everywhere. I have to look too far back from February. So now I said, wait a minute, I remember what the fuck I said. So I went back and I started looking online. I said, that's what the fuck I was meaning right there. Okay. And then this all hit me, and what's going on with King Von and Nipsey, and how it all ties together, the new things that keep coming to me. So it's pretty easy to find, because I got a good goddamn memory. So anyway, we're going to, okay, you see what I'm saying? I got that right there. Okay. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Forgive me for what I'm about to say. This is alleged, and this for entertainment purposes only. King Von is worried about his children and his mother. He wants his mother to be able to have access to his children, have the children grow up being around his mother, especially one boy. He keeps saying something about one boy. He's very attached to one boy. And I saw an insurance man. So somebody's dealing with insurance payout for death coverage, but he showed me more than one policy here. So I don't know who all has policies on King Von or associated with him, management, record labels. I don't know if he had a personal one with his mother, his family, but they're talking right now and making arrangements for payouts. He told me something, oh boy, maybe I'm not right about this. He said right now there are fugitives on the run, people that were in his house. He said, around him, associating with him, and he said that the manager, I'm gonna say allegedly, possibly, and some of them guys in his house hanging around him, along with a female, was associating and setting him up with the ops, spying over there with him, but then going up behind his back to the other side. It was two-faced people planted in there, and you got an undercover cop, and you got people that are informants. He said, and some have been in his house that are young gang members. That's what he said. They set him up along with a female. Two females, and one of them was somebody he had fucked that was messing with another guy on his side, and he said fucking a nigga on the other side. See? That's inside of the industry. Oh, he just showed me another one to go higher up. There's another light-skinned, kind of slender girl with long hair, or I don't know if it's a weave or extension or something. Long hair. She'd be like this. Real prissy. Real prissy and pretty. I see she like a bag. She likes expensive bags and things, and she holds herself very cool and try to calm, collected. And in the public, when you see her, she doesn't tell a lot of her business and let it out there, but people know. She's opposite of what the Asian doll brat. And woo, this Asian doll here is something else. Okay, this girl that I'm talking about, the light-skinned girl, look like she also pop a pill or get high, and she's real freaky. Like to take a lot of dick, long time. More than one nigga, and look like one nigga's from the back on one gang side, and one nigga's in the front on the other gang side, and one nigga whispering in her ear here, and another, look, one a little taller and one a little low, shorter, light skin, whispering in her ear over here. So she's with one gang member on one side, fucking them, passing information. Also got a little pill habit, get a little high, drink a little bit, but you wouldn't be able to tell it. On the other side is a shorter, lighter skinned guy that's PT.2. She's fucking him, getting money from him. Ooh, but she fights him because she cannot manipulate and control him. She don't get her way. They go back and forth. When she get what she wants, then she says something the wrong way. He gets hard with her and resistant with her. Bitch, I ain't getting you a motherfucking thing. Oh, really? Well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. She's very revengeful to this guy. Then down here look like one of her girlfriends eats the cat. So she go both ways. And then this bitch is a spy. That's what I believe. I hear King Von say to me, she's no good. And she's associated with a rapper that he deals with, and that she knows she's a whore. But at the same time, she want to hold on to the light-skinned guy that wears hair a little high in the top, but sometimes it look a little nappy, a little frizzy, like low around the side. He's a cute guy, kind of got a little cute face, and he's in the rapping industry, in the music industry, but she can't always control this guy, so she fights with him, and these other men she don't really want. She wants this guy, this light-skinned guy, but he fights with her. They fight all the time and go back and forth. So she is fucking these other gang members that's not in the gang with this guy here, and they laugh at her behind her back. She thinks she got control of them. They just fuck her because they want, like, some expensive pussy, or a woman that a boss nigga got just to say they had, or they scream she's a whore to them because she on the low is kind of wild, loose mouth. She say something to this guy say something to her in private. She go tell the other guy. She make them fight back and forth, and she think they fighting back and forth because they want her or they like her. That's not why. It's because they telling these different niggas that she fucks with that's in different gangs and not on the same side. They getting mad because they secret plots and plans. The one know what this one say, and this one know what the one say. And she sits back and starts all this confusion, and they want to do something to her, but they can't really do nothing to her because of who she's dealt with in the music. And just young guy, like light-skinned guy, short hair on the side, but a little fuzzy, I don't know, a little longer sometimes. They kind of fear this guy, even though she can't get him and control the guy. A lot of these girls are like that, and the women are like that in this industry, and think because they're cute and they got some pussy and suck a dick. Hell, everybody can do that. I think it's going to be them, and they're young. They think, oh, everybody's going to bow to me, and they don't. A lot of these guys don't respect her. She does this. She causes trouble. She's a liar and very manipulative, and she thinks that she can use the sex as a weapon to manipulate and control, and she has a revenge. She wants a lot of revenge against the light-skinned goddess in music that she cannot control, like a producer. She cannot control. Okay, King Von is telling me that, and that this guy is jealous of him. This guy is jealous of King Von secretly, and he said people in the industry, that producers, people that work with him, over him, knew this was going to happen to him. This other guy, what the guy named that he was with, Lil who? Lil Durk. Lil Durk knew about this. He was intimidated and kind of afraid of King Von. King Von also told me if he had some weed that night and he was smoking on something, he said it was laced. Something was on the weed. If he was intoxicated, he was set up and lured and said, they keep saying, oh, this was not going to happen. It was just just at the blue. This, no. D1 Rondo was talking to, because he's the op, he was talking to someone inside of there, and he keeps telling me that he knew his manager. He knew King Von's manager would talk to them. You had people in King Von's camp that was on the other side talking to them secretly, and then hanging over here had 1 foot straddled in each camp talking. 2 people over there knew they were going to set King Von up, and a lot of them was in his house. Really wasn't his friend. They was around him for what they could get and what they could do. King Von said that he did not trust, what is this here, Lil Durk, because he felt like Lil Durk was secretly intimidated by him and afraid of him, and that he weak, say that, and he's a liar, and he's flaky like. He'll say one thing, and then when it's really put under pressure and put on the spot, sometimes he'll fold on shit he say, and said it's a look. Said he'll get to talking, and you confront Lil Durk, that light skin with that blonde hair, that I said connected with the Chicago mayor. He get to, when he strip his eyes one way, or mouth kind of crack open like, he's plotting and he's goddamn lying. He'll back it. Well, I don't know, but you do fucking know though. You know you done already talked to somebody, and you know what's finna be set up, and you know what's finna be goddamn dead. But then he said he know him. He watched people body movement, and like he said, this man is soft and weak, and he's a liar. He said some thing and went back on the things, and said when you get to looking at him and crack his mouth and show them little buck teeth is in the front, and get the he's thinking and plotting up a damn lie. Say weak. Say he'll do something to somebody that he can get music, money. What else I said? Pussy, weed, murder. All of them go hand in goddamn hand. He said Lil Durk is real sneaky. He'll sit there and tell them, yeah, I'm going to be with King Von at the club. We're doing this deal and that deal. You can slide through. And you just come up and start talking. I said you can come. Then they get there, and he's sitting there with King Von, and King Von be like, nigga, you know I don't fuck with him like what he told me. I don't know. I didn't know he was coming in here. He just, like, shit like that. Shit like that. That's what King Von said about Lil Durk. And then he said, when he said one time, was they locked up together or something? He said he was in jail with him, but did they get locked up for a little period of time? And he said that he kind of got the feeling that, well, he not telling me he got the feeling. He said that he know, but I'm going to say maybe he got the feeling. Maybe I'm getting the goddamn feeling, and maybe I'm reading it wrong. He said that King Von said that Lil Durk, he have seen him sometime get a little frisky around certain men's. Like, maybe I'm getting it wrong. That's why I say this is allegedly, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Said that he gets a certain smile. Them teeth, them kind of like beaver teeth. With a certain nigga. And that's the so the nigga sneaky. And that said he noticed the nigga got questionable tendencies. If I'm hearing it correct, said he said that he'd kind of go both ways. Say he will get on. Yeah, say he kind of like a bitch, like weak like. Now I don't know how old Lil Durk is, but he say that Lil Durk done did some questionable things for a piece of change. You know, to get in the industry and stuff, and say he'll go along to get along, dang-a-lang to get his chain. You see what I'm saying? Like I say, y'all, this is alleged. I'm doing a spiritual reading. I think I'm talking to the king, King Von, that took her to the O. He said niggas take this nigga to the O. Took him to the O. He's a hoe. See, just suck my dick. Give me. See, he said a nigga be in the O with a dick in him on the low. I like that song right there. Took her to the O. I listened to that about 10, 15 times. That's a gone, boy. And he would put something on that boy ass, wouldn't he? He wasn't that big. He wasn't that tall. He got out. He fought that boy. And they couldn't take it and had to do that to that boy. And you know what? That's a dirty motherfucker who put that boy picture out in the morgue. I knew it had to be somebody that worked at that morgue, or the polices, or somebody that let them come in there and do that shit. I knew it was a male. A male. They takes him to the O2, but it be down O ring. They take somebody that did that is go both ways is gay. That took that boy picture out there like that. Now I don't know if he took the boy picture out there to get some clout, or he got some money, or he's with the I don't know, but it's dirty as hell. What? I feel like it was a male / female, like a gay or bisexual. Well, I don't know if the nigga took him to the O in exchange for getting the picture, but somebody need to deal with that. The authorities and people in charge of licensing and morgues and embalming and mortician shit, or if it was a student down there. Like they saying, I knew it was a male that knew that somebody did that shit, that had access in there, or had paid someone that was still connected to somebody with access, or the police. Just like they did Kobe. The police had put that picture out of Kobe, and then they said they were going to discipline him and put it on the black web, but they really didn't get nothing happen to him. They said it was some racist police that did that to Kobe. It has to be somebody from inside. I knew that's what it was, and I hope they deal with this appropriately. When King Von, he's putting something on his ass. I like that. He was a little bit, he had a lot of heart. And they couldn't take it. That boy was taller than him, even though he was skinny. And he couldn't handle that, so you want to do that. But see, this is what I'm trying to tell you. There was a ritual done to already put that in place. It was murder by numbers, and they knew a certain day, certain time this was going to happen. Plus, a wife suing who her shit. Plus, they knew that King Von went with that gay shit. And he kept seeing it all around him. And then, allegedly, if what I'm hearing is true, he said Lil Durk kind of was kidding around, he said, with a young man in a way that was not really manly to him. So then he cut his eye at him to see how he was going to respond. Was he with it? And then he said he kind of turned his eye and, like he's like, God damn. So he knew. Parts of him inside, King Von knew that Lil Durk would sell him out or cheat him or set him up. It's just a part of him. He stopped trusting him. He started looking at things he do and the way he move and things he say and little slick shit people had said, or the way men treated him when they were around. So I don't know if any other men noticed this, that King Von was also around and showed it, because this is what I learned about Leos. And I see King Von in a lot of ways is like Nipsey. That's why they get along. And why he get along with me. Because I'm a Sagittarius and a fire sign, and I get along with both of them. And he's very intelligent, inquisitive, because I was sleeping and King Von came up to my bedroom and he stood on the side of the bed and he leaned over. He said, Alexyss. And I said, yes, baby. And when I woke up, he bent down, gave me a stack, he said, look, I want to show you something. It was a stack of legal documents that were secret federal indictments. This guy, Lil Tim, that was accused of shooting him, they said, it's done, it's closed, that's it, that's all. He said, it's not. He said, a lot of these guys that were involved helping to set him up, and someone was in his house, or a house he was at, or be it, I don't know if he got more than one house, or said it was like kind of trapping thing would go on in there too. And they would have sexual thing, he said, go on in that house, and it had a basement. Like the house was big, had a couple levels, then you go all the way down. It's a basement. And this guy is deep, kind of deep down. It's not like a light basement. You go deep down. He showed me in this basement. And a part of this house, I don't know if they have stucco or something like that. Nice. And it goes down. They got hidden rooms or something down there. Only people would know that be there know him. Whoever wears his house or who was in there, I see they left in a hurry. Left in a hurry, packing shit, throwing shit together. They either got rides not in their car. They got a ride with someone else. They got out of town. Some of them went by car. Some of them could. They went by air, bus. Any way to get out of here without anybody knowing where they at. No contact because they are hiding something that they were doing here. They're not going to stick around to talk to the police for him because they're just as guilty and they would be exposed other people. Some of these people are older than King Von and the other guys that were hanging around him in this industry, as well as it's all tied to gang life and mob that's over the music industry. Let me tell you what he has been telling me. I don't want to say, and I don't know why, but I guess he wants me to know because they did this to him. He said a lot of these rappers here, like I had briefly gotten into it, and I didn't want to get into this. He said a lot of them fuck each other. They are encouraged. He said the gatekeepers in the industry and record execs be fucking the boys, and they have a special like mansions and mansion parties. He said, and some of these boys don't like it and they're forced to do it. At a certain time, they have to do this on a regular basis. They have a place where they can do this respectfully and in quiet, and it was groups of them. Then he says some of them really like it. They like performing anal sex on other young men, or he said there are older men, wealthy older men that are in music, entertainment, law, that come into Atlanta. He said there's a prostitution ring, and some of them don't even do it for money. They just do it because they like it, and the men are wealthy, and they give them things. And he said they come into Atlanta because it's international, or they're already here, and they meet up, and they like to fuck young black boys with a lot of dick on them. And he said, Alexyss, you'd be surprised, but there are a lot of black men in Atlanta, and black men, period, around the United States that now do crystal, smoke meth. He said, you think it's just weed? I said, I thought that's a choice. He said, no. And if anybody's in Atlanta, I've been in the club scene, you can say if I'm right or wrong, because I don't know, or the gay scene. He said, gay men, a lot of young black gay men smoke meth. They're addicted to meth. He said they're with some of these older, wealthy men. They give it to them, or they give them the money to get it. And a lot of them are fucking because they like to fuck, or they're fucking in exchange for the high, for the drug, because they're addicted to meth. And he said that a lot of them have diseases. A lot of these young men are dying. And he said to tell these women, a lot of women feel like they won't get a disease because they're young, or they're dating people that are younger and they won't be exposed to that. He said, no, it's a lot of, well, Chanel thought Future said he didn't do drugs. He just raps about it because it's cool. He said a lot of them are HIV positive in Atlanta, and he said the herpes is really bad, and he said a lot of them are on HIV meds, and they're on PrEP so that they can have unprotected sex. And he said because a lot of them don't like to use a condom, And a lot of them, he said, okay, the rap industry is connected to, they promote and have them in homosexual activities to get deals, to get favors, to a place to stay and eat and be around these people, hoping one day they're going to come up. And a lot of them don't. And then they sell drugs, they do drugs, they scam people because they have to earn their keep. And it's usually, there's a house where people can come in there a lot of times during the day and screw, and at night screw. And they have the drugs and the alcohol and the music there too. And they have people that are watchers in certain neighborhoods you would never suspect. He said also there is a male call girl service where these men, these young boys go service men in Atlanta. The male prostitution ring with the young boys is tied to the hip hop in Atlanta and around the United States. Lord forgive me. You know what I'm saying? This is allegedly what I hear King Von saying to me. He said they, pay them, and some of them will come in town to sneak and do it. Wealthy men, married men, and then go back out or live around the city. And he said that medicine don't always help because a lot of them boys like to take long dicks and come up in them, letting them niggas come up in them, strangers come up in them. A lot of these men, wealthy men, older men, like to fuck young boys or be fucked by young boys, are married, established, successful men that have wives and children, and they sneak off. And they have a lot of other health issues that people wouldn't think are related to them having HIV or some other disease or diabetes or high blood pressure or kidney disease. They're tied to that and the meds that they're taking. A lot of them, more of them are going to start falling dead. That's what he's saying. And they're trying to create something where some of them go get a special blood transfusion or blood cleaning. He said, and a lot of them are also on dialysis. And you think the person just kidneys fail, but that's not it. They have the virus as well as are taking medications supposed to slow it or stop it or lessen the load that create, that's what he's saying, kidney problems, liver problems, heart and blood. I mean, Lord, this young man, do you see what I'm saying here? He was watching this. He said it made him sick. Lord, forgive me. I hope I don't offend his mother or his family if I am saying the wrong thing. I didn't say he participated. He said he did not. He didn't want to. And he said that some of these boys be stanking because they ass be leaking and getting fucked in they butt, like with random dicks running up in them like they asshole is the NASCAR racetrack. Just slamming dicks. All until they get addicted to the feeling of dicks in their prostate and making them come while a man or a woman, oh boy, or a transsexual suck their dick in the front with titties and a fat ass and a pretty woman face and a wig with a dick on them. So they switch it back and forth. They suck the transsexual dick while another man fucking them in the ass. Then they turn and fuck the transsexual in the ass while the other so-called straight married man sucked the transsexual dick. So they have people watching it and filming, said because there is a secret gay porn that be shot and sold here in Atlanta. That's a strong underground market. It's a lot of money. Lord have mercy. It's a lot of money to be made. Now, I'm not saying he was not in these parties. He didn't see or participate because he's seeing this stuff. He heard about it. He knew on a higher level. So please, I'm not saying this man is twisted or deviant. I don't feel this man is a sexual deviant in any kind of way. He heard and he saw the people that ran these things. But let me get that straight. The man was not at the parties. He did not participate. He didn't sit in there and see none of this. but he's hearing and seeing it on the other side. And it's some dead, physically dead men over there, white and black, that are telling him this shit. Because he say it make him sick to his stomach. He just to think this, and he didn't want his son. And I said, please, mama, and his baby mama who love them, protect them, keep my son away from this. Because I don't want them to, you trust somebody and you think they love me and love my child, and they exploit my child to get back at me and to put their spirit on them. He say they make a lot of money, them young boys. He said, but a lot of time they don't have nothing and they stay in them whole houses. They give them a place to stay and let them eat on something, but they take the money to keep them like that and pimping. Now you see some of them are into trafficking. They send them from Atlanta to all around the United States, and it's an underground channel for them, as well as overseas, and they make their money and they come back. They say they do a lot of depraved things, you know, take in the urine and waste, and a lot of these men actually do a lot of sick things. And he said that their life is very fast. He said, and a lot of gay men feel that, and I've seen this, if you die, you want to die young and beautiful. You don't, because when you consider like 25 and 30, to a lot of these men, you consider old. So they want to die, get all their money and be flashy and let everybody talk about them, what they got and who they know and where they live and what they drive and what they do, and where they're dying still young and beautiful. Because to them, it is like an insult, and nobody loves you or wants you once you get old or sick, and then nobody wants you. Gay men are all about beauty and art. The ones that are very classy and elegant and educated, and creativity and elegance and fine dining and flying and living. So they want to be that, but many of them are sex slaves, and they get used and exploited. They know they are running on borrowed time because they're living so fast. They having free sex with strangers they don't know. A lot of them are not getting tested, and the ones that are getting tested, even though they're taking the meds, they're still doing unprotected sex with a whole bunch of people, and some of them are becoming resistant. And some of them, he said, he's going to start dropping. And then they said, well, where is such and such? I don't know. I don't know where he is. I hadn't seen him. Maybe he's here or there, and they know the person's dead. They're not going to tell them because they want to bring them into the lifestyle, make money off them, because they know it's going to be hard and fast, because they're going to be taking dick hard and fast every day from all types of people from all around the world, and they have the money on top. Okay, so that's right, Chanel. That's why I tell him to tell you, because he loves women, to watch out. I remember I've said, other people have said this. And Nipsey said this about LA and certain people. Because it's the industry and gang life. They're all hand in hand. Another thing that he said that when, he said they're coming in and out too. They're getting people in and out through the ports, through water. So I don't know a lot about it yet. I don't know if they're coming in on boats to Georgia ports or close to Georgia, where people wouldn't suspect it. And yes, that spirit also mentioned last time Jekyll Island. Because for you all that don't know, you can look up the creature from Jekyll Island. That had something to do with, yes, JFK. Came up in this when I was talking to Nipsey the other day. JFK came back, the president, his son, JFK Jr., and the vice president. Because the vice president had something to do with killing JFK, so that he could be the president. And the Federal Reserve, correct me if I'm wrong, that the bankers met on Jekyll Island in Georgia, who are also very powerful occult and elite Masons who run the world and run the banking. And when JFK didn't want to go along with it, you see what happened, because his vice president was all about that and with that. Okay. That ties into similar what happened to Nipsey and what happened to King Von, because it was whoever his president and vice president was, who was the closest to him, who worked with him and made his money. and help with his career. So that was whoever he was under in records and whoever he was in management. Okay. He told me that when you see an artist and they have a certain pants type, where there's a long pant, a tight pant, a pant hanging down the butt, a certain color, a hair color, a hairstyle, and a certain name given to them as an artist. He said that is the name corresponding with a particular demon, because it really stuck out to me when I saw the fish god, the fish head pope, the god Dagon, which is also Baal, Satan, bending over his other astral body that rose up and taking the fish hook out of his mouth, showing that he was programmed, and there was another software computer program. It was a demon running him. Dagon sounds very close to Davon and Daquan, which is King Von's birth name. They'll pick a demon that has a name close to your name, but they will pick it, he says, to correspond with the weakest and most wounded female side of you. So let's say you're not gay. Well, they know you like pussy. A lot of pussy, a certain type of pussy that you felt like you couldn't have access to. So that demon will then shapeshift to get in the female, and they're only going to have females around you, close to you. They're going to pair you like a fake celebrity couple that love each other and close to each other in the public and make you like that and love that. But also have a bitch that's fucking you and sucking you to do everything you like, the way you like, how you like it, how would you drunk, would you be, whatever you like, to get you hooked in and lured in like that. Now, if you gay or if you bi, if you can be turned, the demon they put on you will be a male honeypot, and they will attract a gay male to you, whether it's a transgender, so you don't really want to have to deal with the fact that you like men that have transitioned into a female, and but they also have a big dick on them, so that don't nobody know that your booty hole, they done pulled out your soul. And you like to bend over and take it wide and do the Tootsie Roll. You see what I'm saying? See, then you can cover, because you can have both of both worlds, but really don't have to think about what the fuck. You don't want to accept yourself and what you is. See? So you can get them deals. Do everything and anything you want to do. They'll put that on you and get you bound up by that. And he said, because I said, King Von, you want me to read this shit? This bullshit, this some bullshit. And you want me to do? Man, why y'all come over here with this? God damn it. And then he said, he said somebody's jewelry and a ring missing. He's talking about his gold. He want his mama and them to have his gold and his jewelry. So I don't know if he got all this jewelry and his clothes, but he said that the feds are on this. They secretly own this. And they got some secret snitches inside of there and telling shit they scared for their life. So you don't see them and know them. That's going on both sides, talking and listening to people talk and snitching. And that it's going to be more arrests around this. Even this boy get out on bond for murder. And they don't give him a lot of time. He know not to talk, because he's not going to live long for that. So they make sure they got control of him and paying him and taking care of him, because him and other people involved got paid. Was promised a payday for that and to come up for that. Okay? The cousin and Quando. Because they're going to respect and revered and a certain level of protection opportunities for doing this to King Von. And again, FBG Duck ain't budging. He wants war. He got some folks over there. They talking about war over there. And the war is moving through underground, Atlanta to Chicago. And they talking about, his crew is talking about war over there. King Von crew talking about war. I saw the woman the other night, the older woman with King Von over there. But there's now some other people, they arguing, fussing, and fighting over there. Not only is FBG Duck fussing and fighting with people in his crew, they fussing and fighting with King Von, and King Von is trying to squash it and negotiate. He still don't want to. He's like, they both had decrees to follow and go by within their organizations, as well as this hype and thing they created for the public and to sell music and shit, and going back and forth with each other. King Von don't want to do it. He said, man, come on. And he's really trying to be a diplomat about this. FBG Duck don't want to hear the shit. He's angry. He's over there, and he's angry with his mother. Something is going on with FBG Duck's mother. People in her ear. Put on this side, that side, this way, that way, up, here, down. And he's talking about his music. I don't know what the mama supposed to do with the music, what the mama got to do with the music. He's saying, mama, she's supposed to be on point. The mama is, I don't know if she's medicating. If the doctors gave her something, she's want to zone out because it's so much. And I understand it. He doesn't understand it. He told her under any and all circumstances, mama, you're supposed to be strong. You're supposed to ride this out. You're supposed to have my back for me. That's what he's saying. He feels kind of betrayed by his mother. I don't know what this is about. This man is angry, and I don't blame him because he says, I'm not supposed to be over here. This shouldn't have happened to me. And it's this. There's some people with King Von, and they are questioning him. It's like some of these are relatives, some of the people that he knew, but they are over there. I see more than one woman that's physically dead that's over there, and it's a child. Might be more than one, and it's another woman, she's a little bit younger than the grandmother, and it's a couple of men. It's like a little circle of people, and they are arguing back and forth and questioning King Von, and one of these niggas is bothering me a lot. One of the niggas over there with King Von is begging him for some money, like he want to get a hit, or like he's a junkie, or like he might have been into drugs over here. I'm wondering if this is his father, because he looks similar to him, and I don't know if he's much taller than King Von, but the height between them, I don't see a real big gap in the height. So if somebody can tell me what King Von father, is he much taller than King Von? And was his father ever into alcohol or drugs or doing drugs? And then this man that I'm getting, that I'm wondering if his father was ever into these things or used drugs, he's saying it's another woman that he had conflict with, this man. I don't know if it's his father. His father has children by someone else, or child by someone else, and there was problems with a woman that he had a baby with, and he regretted it, and it was a bad decision, and the woman was associated with people that were his enemies. I don't know if they were gangs or they were rivals or members, and they didn't want them together. There was a lot of drama and fighting and competition where he had to move away from the situation, or he would have been killed or hurt or beat. Something happened with him and a woman that was pregnant by him. So I'm wondering, is this a relative of King Von, or was this his father? Did his father have the conflicts like this, drama with women? Did he get another woman pregnant before he got with his mother, or after he was with the mother and they broke up? But this guy mind go back and forth in the mind, and not stable, and had these relationships where he got in them, he didn't stay in them. He was on and off. You couldn't depend on him. He was unreliable. Something wrong with this man in the head. And it had nothing to do with King Von's mother or the other women. It's something with him. And then he owed debt. He had problems. He couldn't manage his business, and borrowed money and couldn't pay the money back or blow the money. I wonder, did King Von's father have a drug problem? Or was there someone else, another man in his family that was close to them, around them, that died and had a drug problem because of his lifestyle and what he did to hide King Jonel Muhammad? Yes, they teach him to self-destruct. This guy's tapping him. Like, people over there are spreading the word about what King Von became and who his father was. I'm wondering, oh my God, I hope this is not the father that I'm seeing, because instead of loving and apologizing, and then King Von is very agitated by this. He's like, are you serious? It's like he's wanting to attack this man that's begging and not trying to explain to him, and this is a relative. That's what I'm wondering, if anybody knows, or if they can research and tell me, does that sound like his father, in and out, off and on, a liar, back and forth, say one thing and then another personality, split minds. You go one way and you're heading this way, and then you be like, oh, you know what, something else, somebody called me, distracted me, so I'm all this way, and totally figures about his agreement he made to go this way. Okay. He's over there, and he's saying to me, what he said, high up. What he's saying, oh boy, this is Atlanta/Atlantis, hidden hand of hip-hop and magic, transsexuals, big prostitution rings, and prostitution rings and Baphomet circles. He told me, he said, robbing, lying, cheating, stealing, telling men's wife to wreck their home and start confusion. Baby, please, don't get mad at me. Again, I said, if you are naturally gay and you have not been raped or forced to do something gay for pay or something, I'm not talking to you. I am not trying to offend anybody that's transsexual, transgender, okay? Because I know that all of you are not like what I'm getting ready to say. And that's not what he said. He said they got the rings on different levels where you're like at a vending machine. Men can come here and pick whatever they want. How much time do I have? Okay, 3:50. It's going on, so I don't want it to go all the way down. So let me try to charge some, just to kind of sit back and chill and kind of charge some, just relaxing, because I don't want it to go all the way out. I don't know why it does that. A lot of times it'll do that because of energy reasons. So I don't want it to get all the way down. Goddamn. He told me that there is a really big and strong transgender prostitution ring in Atlanta, Georgia, where they get served like Pizza Hut delivery pizza. They have a delivery service where a lot of successful black men order transgender prostitutes that you think are straight. They love prostitutes, and I had a prostitute spirit come to me, transgender. He said it's a big problem in Atlanta. That's why a lot of these men, it's not because they got so many women. A lot of them are whorish with women, but a lot of them don't want women anymore. They've been turned out by transgenders. Why? Because a lot of them will work to become the ultimate woman. More sexy, more attractive. Like one of them said, bitch, I'm Jessica Rabbit. I give them a Jessica Rabbit experience. I'm going to do everything I can to outdo a woman. I hate women. Because he said he felt like he is really a she trapped in a female body and feels very cheated because God cursed him, because God violated me and didn't give me what I wanted. So I hate God. I hate women. So I'm going to do everything I can and look and walk and talk and be bigger and better than a biological female. And I'm going to take their men just because I can. Very vicious. Not all of them. These ones, they don't really want all these men. They just want to make sure they don't want a biological woman. It's like a get back. It's a revenge and take their money. Okay. And do this to them and humiliate and degrade them. And let them see, you should have picked me. You should have wanted me. But you wouldn't notice me if I look like a man. So I have to do this to get you to notice me. So I'm going to make you pay. The one that came to me, this is what he, and then become a she. That's what she say. Okay. but didn't attack me, but honestly talking to me. Wasn't angry with me because I didn't attack or insult. I don't want to do that. We all have different levels of pain. It might be a different reason, but, you know, it's pain. So I wasn't trying to do that. I really want to get into this, but this is what King Von told me that women are up against. Okay, and you're not going to win. Okay. Yes, Jonelle. And I see the men, very successful black men, who are mad at women and hate women because they feel like the women didn't want them unless they have some money or certain lifestyles. They didn't want them for them. So they don't really date women. They have a lot of issues. And a lot of them have had to have sex with teachers or do favors just to get degrees. You'd be surprised. I've heard these things. They have to go through rituals and initiations. One of my gay godsons told me he wanted to get into, he's in college, he was in college, he wanted to get into a fraternity. He said, and the man that was over the hazing and approves them getting in, he said, was so fine and was married to a woman. But what she didn't know, and what a lot of people didn't know, was a part of the hazing and initiation was him having sex with the young boys. Just like in the gangs, they make them, some of them have to have sex or get raped in, like the girls get sexed in or fought in. They're doing that to the men, to the young men. And a lot of these young men will never tell you because they don't want to be embarrassed and they don't want to be seen as gay and be disrespected. And they know they can't tell the police because they really can't be protected by the police. They can get to them when the police are not around. And they just don't want anybody to know they've been raped. A lot of times, a lot more men are raped than women, even the military and basically in the streets and in the world. They're raped. And they don't discuss it because they're a man and they know people are going to treat them differently. Or women might not even want to love them because it's always going to be in her mind he's gay because it's happened to him. Okay. Let me tell you something. Whew. Some of these transgenders down here are very vicious, very angry because they've been beat up, they've been raped, they've been robbed, they've been stolen from. So they're very angry and they don't play with men. The same way a man would play with a woman and whoop her ass, a transgender will play with your nigga. Manhandle him but looks like a woman. And he told me, the transgender female told me, he was showing me this about this man. He said, Lord, please don't get mad at me with the pronouns. She. The transgender woman told me this nigga didn't know who he was fucking with. He said the nigga got confused, come over my house because I look just as good or better than a biological woman, and he didn't know that I was a biological man. Come over my house, getting turned on. I'm dancing for him, dick getting hard. Down here in Atlanta, that's what he said to me. And then I'll make excuses. I came, my stomach hurt, something. And then I came out and told him that I was a man. I still had a penis, but I didn't want to get a sex change because I make more money looking like a woman, like a chick with a dick. Big dick bitch. And the man freaked out because he got so embarrassed and got so confused because it's like I like women, but I'm very attracted to this woman that I now find out is a man and got a big dick and I don't know what to do. He said, so some of them will back away or he end up getting them like that. And then they will go through changes within themselves and tell themselves they're not gay or want to call themselves going to attack him and do dirty shit. He said I had to fight for my life. So I always keep a little gun in between my legs on the side if I'm going to turn a trick or, I'm going to see a client. He said they think they're going to do Yep, making videos and tricking them and holding it, then they'll blackmail them if they get disrespectful or get wrong or don't want to see them no more, or they think they love the nigga. Then tell the nigga wife or threaten to, and then say, I want a certain amount of money. You're going to a certain day, certain time, you're going to give me amount of money, or every month you're going to give it to me if you don't want your wife to know. Since you want to fucking play with me, nigga, I'm going to show you who to play with. I might look like a bitch, but I'm still a fucking man, and I will manhandle you and show up, and I will shoot the shit out your ass or your wife. Which one is it gonna be? I know where your kids go to school, all kind of shit like that, because he said that we have people in high places and that can know everything about you. And where you least expect, we have somebody watching your motherfucking ass. So are you sure you want to do me like that? I'm just listening. I understand. He said, yeah, and showed me they run in cliques. They stick together and they make their money. They have to because they feel like people will kill them or beat them and assault them. And men get possessive and have killed them. Women get jealous of them and want to attack them and fight them. He says, it's a very hard life, but it's a very exciting and very fun life, because men that love you and find you sexually attractive say they make a lot of money online with sexual, just showing people themselves sexually, or men will fly you out, give you whatever you want, treat you like a queen. The more wealthy, the private jets, the higher the level of things they get. And he said it's a lot of people in entertainment and powerful men that really like genders with the dick, but look pretty on the outside. They can take them to events and show them off and go to dinner, and you think it's a beautiful woman, but they're excited when the evening going on, when it's over, because they know they finna get some big dick in their ass and then go to their wife or go to their regular life and don't nobody know. I'm listening. I said this one man was supposed to give them some money and then go, or he was walking by and people had kind of got the rumor this wasn't a biological woman, and so he trying to act like, I don't know that person, I don't know who it is, and they said, come here, and the guy won't come. He said, bitch, you heard me, I said come here, just like that, and hit this nigga. I was like, oh, hit this nigga in front of the other niggas. The niggas didn't do nothing, he didn't do nothing. So you heard what the fuck I said. Now you give me my motherfucking money, or do you want me to do this to you in front of these other niggas, in front of your friends? He said, now I'll see you tonight. And I said, oh my God. He said, man, looked like a woman with a big old dick, manhandled these men's, bend these men, suck my dick. That turns him on to have him sucking his dick and then looking like a woman with big titties and a fat ass and a woman's face and taking the hormones so the body's softer, not as hard as feminine. It's more feminine, and it's turning. I look like a woman and I feel like a woman, but I got a big dick and I have the power of a man, and I'm hiding this, and most people don't know, and most women don't know, and I'm running these niggas, and these niggas is paying me, and I dominate men while I look like a woman, but I still am a man. I still have a dick, and I got these men on their knees sucking my dick like these bitches suck they niggas' dicks. While you sucking his dick, you don't know his dick. We said, he's sucking my dick. My dick has been in his mouth, and my dick has been in his ass. I said, okay, you want me to tell? She's very arrogant and very happy, like, yes, because they thought they'd get into me and make fun of me, of my whole life. He said, this is the way I get them and show them. He said, I love dominating men who claim they straight and claim they would never do this and do that. He said, I be bitch slapping them and be hoe fucking them, and I tell them what to do, and I go in their pocket, and I take their money, and I'll draw a gun on them, and I'll beat their ass. And I'm just like, I believe you, because I have gay friends. and transsexual friends, I hear these things about these men that you women really need to open your eyes. Not all men, I'm not saying that. But it's a lot of men that really get turned on by freaky shit. They will like to do undercover freaky shit and get the best of the both worlds, the Baphomet. Titties on top, female face, and dick on the bottom. And to be honest with you, a lot of them are better lovers than some women, because some men like a woman that can do both things, that look like a woman, Candy, but that is also got the man dick on them. They twisted, they conflicted, they not straight. So some, yes, right, he's a very freaky boy, honey, and a lot of women can't please them because they know the woman not going to be open to that. You're not going to do a threesome with a transsexual. And the woman ain't going to fuck him in the ass. She's not going to do a strap on. So instead of these men leaving these women alone, they play this game. That's what I don't like. It's plenty of women that will let their man fuck a man. That's who they need to fuck with. Okay, a woman that will do shit like that instead of hurting a woman and pretending that you're heterosexual and you're not. Your ass is try and buy. Take a dick in your ass and ride till you do or die. Do you wanna ride in the back seat of the nigga? He be backdooring your nigga, backdooring your husband and your boyfriend, and niggas sneak out and do this when women are not around. It's a big problem in Atlanta. That's what they saying. And they have the service where men, it's like a call girl service, and they make a lot of money. A lot of money. And he said a lot of them are sick. A lot of them are taking PrEP, but a lot of them are sick, and they transfer this stuff to these men, and they don't really care, because they said that's what these men get for playing these games, denying who they are, lying to themselves, and lying to women. I'm just doing what the spirits are telling me to do. One came here, and a lot of them are into heavy black magic for seduction, to get the change to seduce and appear as a woman, as well as to take men and to take their money. A lot of you women are not willing to do seduction magic and science, and so many times you lose them to them because they're having sex. And one of the most powerful ways to tap into someone's first chakra, going directly up to their mind, is anal rectal sex. Whether it's a woman getting fucked in the ass or a man getting fucked in the ass, you open the first chakra and you shoot their mind open real quick, go up to the 7th chakra. And then the men fight themselves because they get addicted to the rush of the dick in their ass, especially if it's hitting them person, hitting them conals in them left pockets, and hitting that prostate and making the nigga shoot cum out while another nigga sucking your dick. And I ain't got one to make me want to rub my dick right now, and I ain't even goddamn got one. I mean, cause shit, bitch sucking your dick all the way, suction the mushroom tip and dip and slide all the way down to the nuts and make you, while you getting good and coming and shit, the bitch still got your dick in her mouth pulling cum out. Man, shit, I wish I had a dick. I'll call the service right now, goddammit, do it to me. I see why they get hung up on either a bitch that can do that real good like the nigga like it, or somebody that look like a bitch with a dick and know how to handle your dick and put that lockjaw. If the bitch got the mumps and won't come up until your ass busting nuts and they fucking throat. So I'm just listening. So thank you for telling me. I will make sure I pass the message. Now, this is not King Von saying this, because he's not with that shit. I said the transsexual came over because a lot of them very psychic and very spiritual. And so they'll deliberately get them hooked and do the magic on top of it with a man weak
sneaking, geeking, and freaking. He said a lot of these men do that meth. They smokes that meth and get real freaky. It's not really a lot of powder no more. That's what he say. Because people over time, they said the powder make the dick go down. Said that a lot of these niggas is undercover doing meth, especially if they gay. They like to do that meth and then they want to fuck real bad. Child, I don't know, man. I'm just saying this is alleged. I see this in the spirit. Please forgive me if I'm saying this shit wrong. What else? This man, you see why I didn't want to repeat this shit? You see why I didn't? I mean, because he says a whole network that don't nobody know about. Yeah. The girl. Also the girls. Let me get back on them because he says something about the girls. Oh, before I go to that, let me finish this. He said the child trafficking and child prostitution, like little children, infants, 1 year old, 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old, like under 10, he says real bad. The younger, the better. He says a whole network, people working in school system, church, state, government, police. They can get access to everybody's information. They have people that'll drive around or be at a red light and see a little child, little girl, little boy get off the bus or at a particular place they work at. And then they'll tell them, look, I seen them. This is the street they be on. This is where they live at. I want you to go over there. This is a picture of what I say. I want to point them out. Motherfuckers be in a car and they will go back, watch the child, see what bus they get off at, what school, what number of the bus, what time, how far they have to work if they by themselves, the mama home, daddy home. Then said they have people working these security system with these videos where they can look, tap in, watch in the house who there, what time they come there, what the child doing, if they on social media, teenager or something, or who's keeping them when they go out to play, when they by themselves, who their friends are, who they play with, what they name, or they boys and they girls. Stalk. Soon as they catch them, the child come up missing. To be dropped off like Uber Eats to people that like to screw children. Some of them, they have them dropped off where there's going to be an orgy, where they get passed around, ruptured, leg broken, pass out, and then get sacrificed. He said even cooked and consumed. He said some of them on that Jeffrey Dahmer shit. Allegedly, this is what I'm hearing in the spirit, that the spirits are telling me that have been around King Von in these arenas. They're saying it. Once he starts talking to me, they come up and they start saying it. He gets quiet and fall back because he's like, yeah, I don't want to be attached to that shit. So I listen to them tell me the gay parts and the child molestation parts. He said they move them from Atlanta in train, plane, car, and water. So I don't know how are they doing this or how they move. Because I never traveled on water in Georgia from one place to another. He said they're traveling on water and smuggling the children in and out of here and take them place to be used and then bring them back. He says a network, that's what the spirit was telling me, that's over there with King Bond that physically died, but also other entities and demons around them that are speaking. This is what they say. I'm listening to this. I'm getting sick to my stomach. I said, so you're telling me they can get to anybody? And he said, yes, because they have people that work in all the agencies, dirty people that can look up these things and work for Homeland and work for schools and deal with credit, your accounts with credit, your accounts at banks. Work at alarm security system, know how to pick your lock. They can get a copy of your fucking lock. They ain't got to break it or jam. You won't even know they've been in there. Because they know the codes. They can get the access code. Because they know people that's in there that can hack them or that work at these places. They will get jobs to places like this. And children clothing stores and insurance companies. He said they're everywhere. We're everywhere. Certain restaurants, and we'll monitor people, know their day, their time, their schedule. If they have a regular schedule, okay, you get up at this time, okay, you take your shower, you eat, you leave out your car at this particular time, you go to this place, you have your coffee, you have your milk. They'll know that. And so, okay, look, such and such daddy is up at the store, the little girl home with the babysitter. The babysitter be on the phone or up there on FaceTime digging in her pussy for her boyfriend. So the little baby is left unattended or gonna be out there playing. Swoop by now. Or pose as a babysitter and shit, a nanny, and groom the child to like them. Like, look, okay, now I'm in. Go by a certain day and time. I'm gonna have a child outside. I'm walking off, going in the house. Shit happens like that. Very quickly. And he said, in here, Atlantis, he said the shit been going on. And people are involved with smuggling them and bidding for them and buying them on the dark web. As well as, let me adjust myself. Oh, boy. Yeah. Just a lot of them love children. I'm going to try to see, can I find it? Showed me a 5-year-old little girl, cute with a pot belly, cute little fat little thing with a fat stomach, and said that this little girl is missing. The girl's been kidnapped and missing. They kidnapped her for prostitution. Some of these children are missing, and you think the children are dead. This being told me they're not. A lot of them are not dead. They're missing because they're being sold and moved around and prostituted. They'll change their names or give them a fake ID if they want to keep them and they don't want to kill them, but they just want to hold them. Their mothers may never see them again, or if they see them, it's so many years gone by and they've been brainwashed and taught to be prostitutes and not really told who they really are. And not be given a real name. They don't know their real name. They don't really know where they're from, and there's so little that they don't remember who they are. Yeah, I know you're saying it's a hood chronicles, but what I'm saying to you, I'm seeing in the spirit. And they grow up, and by the time, let's say if they're kidnapped at 5, they get to be 10, 15. Let's say they happen to be coming to Atlanta after they moved them around the United States and even underground. They could be standing in front of their mother getting something to eat, and they won't even know that's their mother. There's their birth mother, and the mother won't know. It might be something about this woman that feels familiar, but they don't know that that's their baby that was disappeared at 5. And it's usually where they know, in the neighborhood or school or someplace where you just know this could not happen, which tells you it's an inside job. Even if somebody that you know or that was there did not directly do it, it's somebody that has access to the systems to set that up because someone pointed them out. So they have people working in these different systems to investigate or drive in a neighborhood to stalk the neighborhood and know the schedule and say, this is the day and time we're going to pick up the little boy. Thank you, Nikki, for putting my cash up there. Okay, and there's one more thing, a couple of things I'm going to get into. Going back to these women. I don't want to say anything about this. I'm not trying to start no shit. I believe I'm hearing King Von say that he don't want what a name, Asian doll brat, Asian doll over there talking to his baby mama and seeing that little boy. He said that this is not going to go well. And if y'all can find out, please tell me, because there's somebody around him that I said it a few days ago. Somebody's in the military. Somebody was trained to be in the military, and shooters. Some of these shooters were trained in the military. Either they were in the army or other branches of the military. Around King Von, I pick up a military spirit. I said it the other night, and I'm saying it again. Males being trained, if they were not trained in the military, they were trained by a military person to shoot, as well as female shooters. Lord, forgive me for what I'm about to say. Asian doll. He don't want Asian doll hanging. He don't mind her seeing the baby. He don't. That's not what I'm saying. He don't think she'll do nothing to the baby and hurt the baby. He don't want her hanging with the baby mama because he said the baby mama don't like Asian doll. And she say Asian doll talk too motherfucker much. This is from the past. She said some things that rubbed the baby mama the wrong way and that she was fucking King Von. She was fucking him, fucky, and sucky. And her and King Von got into an argument and told that he liked the way Asian doll pulled on that mushroom tip. Jiggle them nuts and make it drip. Lord, forgive me, Lord Jesus. But like I say, this is allegedly, I believe I heard the soul and spirit and mind of King Von said that she really gets down low and he liked the way she twerk and pop her ass round. So I don't know if Asian doll brat. Oh, I hope that lady don't get mad at me if somebody tell her about that. She stripped for him or bent over and pop her ass for him when they was together. Kima, thank you, baby. What branch of military was Kima in? Because I believe she's a shooter. And she holds grudges. Something words was said and brat doll or brat, what is Asian brat or bratty? Brat doll is bratty. She's bratty. She talks too much and she has a temper. She's a hothead and she's young. That's what he was saying. He said that's one reason we couldn't be together because she sucked my dick. I like that. He said I like that. And the way she said something, she do this nuts, the way she, I don't know, wiggle her tongue round. He said that we really liked it, the head action. Said the head game is nice. He said, but I tested her. I did things to test her. I would deliberately misdirect her and play mind games with her to which form of military was she in, baby? Because I seen it and I see a female shooter. And I see his other ones in there that have been trained by military personnel. Yes. And see, that's what Vaughn is concerned about. Because he say that Asian doll got a real smart mouth and kind of immature, where she gets hot-headed and gets passionate and real emotional, and she will speak before she thinks. He said that was the problem. He said she liked to argue with me and start shit with me. He said then we would break up. I would pull away from her because she want to call me. She want to start shit on the phone, and I would move. Yeah, that's what I say. And I don't want to be around her because she want to get loud and. Lord, allegedly, if this is the right man I'm hearing here. I don't know his business, so please forgive me. Anybody know him? If I said it wrong, I'll correct y'all. Correct me. Said they would back and forth, tit for tat. I'm going to do this, you do that. I'm going to say this, you said that. I'm going to get the best of you. I'm going to say something to hurt you. It's like she liked to engage King Von. He said a lot of shit was silly and petty what she would do. And she would start arguments over petty shit or accuse him of things, accuse him of somebody. And he said he would do things on purpose to test to see how she would respond. And he said it was always to him, he said from testing her, he said other than fucking and her making me feel good, he said I tried to be friends and have sex and see if we build something else. And he said he didn't want no woman around him that's temperamental and go off about anything and emotional and get out in public and talk loud and want to start shit and want to get on the phone and play games on the phone and tell people they business. He said she talked too much. She be on that phone. He said right now she be on that phone telling people her goddamn business that she think it's her friend, like they like her to get information, and they going back telling of the girl, a light-skinned girl. The one I was describing, kind of tall, like, I don't know, she not real like 6 feet or that, but she kind of look like she's, I don't know, she 5'7", 5'8", something like that. Taller girl, or I told you, she fought with this girl. They argued back and forth. That's what King Von said to me about him and another guy in entertainment. They talked the same way that girl talking to King Von and people around him. She fucking other niggas. She talking to other people in another gang, talking to them about King Von, telling King Von did by them. A mess. Messy as hell. The light-skinned girl I told you at first dealing with a guy in production, management, something like that, dealing with these artists. She know people that know Asian Doll. Asian Doll be talking to people in the industry and bitches. She think it's her friend that's really sit there and listen to her, don't give a damn. They just like to know the business for clout and go back and talk about it and tell another bitch that don't like her, a light-skinned bitch that also King Von talked to and know and played games with. That's what he say. This other one he was fucking with, he said, for attention or clout, or he played game. These Leo play games with a bitch. They'll be fucking one bitch and having drama with her and not sure if they should leave her alone completely and go back before or back and forth. Who is Baddie Barbie? Baddie Baby? Baddie Baby or something. Put a picture so I can see that here. That's somebody he was dating with. Asian Doll. Light-skinned girl. That's what I'm saying. Kind of petite, light, hair long. I don't see no blue hair or pink hair and then. She don't have no real big titties or real big old ass. She's kind of a nice, kind of slim, like thick, like a little bit. Look classy. You wouldn't think she would be in no shit like this and whorish and love to suck dick. No, I'm not talking about no white man. She's in this here and King Von messed with her, but he said there was never gonna be nothing. He just doing that to play games and see what a fuck with a nigga and fuck with Asian. So he was with 2 different women or maybe several, and Asian Doll want to fight him and confront him and start shit. He said that he would test her, and he said she didn't pass the test. He said because she acted too young-minded and immature, so he didn't want it. Just because she wasn't going to be nothing to him in the future but trouble and try to do things for revenge. He said if I got with her, got a baby, got married or something, then she would try to get me with money or any way to hurt me if I didn't want to be with her. He said I was very vindictive when she can't get away like a child, like a brat, Asian Doll brat. He said the brat part match. Now, I don't know. He said she needs to stop talking and stop trying to be close to his baby mama. Because what scares me, as I see the mama can be violent. He also said he had a problem with her and sometimes her aggression. He said, nobody going to dominate me and control me and make me do nothing. I do what I want to do, but I'm going to be a man. You're not going to take my manhood or suppress my manhood or dominate or manipulate. They go back and they used to go, the baby mama and him, will go back and forth and have real heated, said the baby mother has a temper. Allegedly, if I'm hearing this man in the spirit, she's a temper. And want to be violent. I don't know if they ever got violent or was there threats or did she want to take it there because the other girl was talking to her about her pussy. Something Asian Doll said, and I don't know if it's another girl too beside Asian Doll mouth. And they get to talking back and forth and I'm this, I'm that, and I keep hearing it. Picking up in spirit, King Von saying in the baby mama mind is something about her pussy and her fucking her nigga King Von. And he said he liked it. He liked it that said she had a hot, good some pussy and some head. And the way I'm disappointed because King Von did not tell me that he liked her brain and her mind and, and her personality, and that she had good reading and writing skills and arithmetic. He just talked about sucking dick. Look, I'm trying. I have been holding this in. Holding it in because, see, I said you are just like Nipsey. You're Leo and you get down and say anything, King Von. I just say anything. He said, that's what turned me off. He said, and then it was like they have this industry couple thing. You should be with this person. You should be with that person. Yes, and I'm telling you, if the baby mother said that, it's not going to last. Because, okay, we'll just watch it, okay? As time goes on, because something's going to go on with them, because the baby mama cannot, when she looks at her sometime, they're going to get to talking, and something Asian doll gonna say, or the way she talk and lick her tongue round, the girl gonna go right down to her main thing. You see what I'm saying? And how he said, because he real honest. Like, it was time they was talking and he, because the baby mother can be trying to dominate and control him and say, well, I'm gonna let that slide and we're gonna work this out. But tell me what she do that I don't, or what did she like, or what did you like about her that I don't do? And he's like, it wasn't even about that. It wasn't me replacing her for you. It was some of my experience, something I liked about her, thing I liked about you. And the lady is really, this is a game, okay? I could be wrong. I'm willing to put myself out here. The baby mama don't really like Asian doll. This is not going to last long. It's too many feelings here, okay? I believe Asian doll loves the baby. I don't think she want to hurt the baby or nothing like that. But them two women, it's not going to work. And Asian doll wanted to be in the position of baby mama in. That's not going to happen. And, okay, I'm going to say what I really want to say. If they get in close quarters, the mother, Lord forgive me, I see the mother is good at hemming a bitch up. She will time get on and maybe Asian get slick out the mouth and this lady don't like her anyway. She's just, I don't know what this is about. Or she just want to get over there. I'm afraid, Lord, that she'll attack the other one. That's how she is. At least, allegedly, that's what I'm saying. It's another part of the baby mother that's her mind click. It's like she can be mannish. She can be feminine, but there's something, an aggression in her. I don't know what her sign is, but she's already angry. She already feels lost, and she's very angry about what happened. But they weren't together. Back and forth, I don't even think they were going to get together, get married, or anything like that. And she was upset about that, and that it was public, and she feels humiliated and embarrassed. She has a grudge against this woman, Asian doll. I don't know which one is younger, but Asian doll has a younger vibe. Kind of immature like, and just say stuff and don't think, and really working on the etiquette. If she has a manager or agent, she really needs to talk to him, and she says she got a spiritual counselor. I don't know if a spiritual counselor told her to do this, but she really need to go back and get another read. God damn it. You need to go back in that set apartment up, because I don't see that this is going to be a long-term good thing, and then the mother is going to start turning. And the baby mama, and have a little issue because she cannot get over what happened and something that Asian doll said. And that thing got back to her, and I think them two had some words, and it was nasty. Because Asian doll can have a nasty goddamn mouth, and she'll say shit and don't think about the shit, until the damage been done, and then it'll be too late to fix it. Because people, You just hurt them out the blue and they didn't ask you to hurt them. You know, they didn't hurt you. They can't really forget that shit. You know, can't get it out their goddamn head. And so, somebody is not honest in this here. One of these women is not really being honest and sincere. Or maybe both of them don't have the... I don't think that this is about his little boy. This is about some other shit for both of them. But, again, I could be wrong, so I will say alleged. This is just what I feel in my heart right now, and this is what King Von said. He said this is going to be a mess. And his whole family is not going to accept Asian doll into the family because that's not what he said to do. That she wasn't in there like that. And he wasn't with her. But they're going to respect the baby's mother. She was around. They know her. And she got the little boy. She needs to maybe take a break, you know. Asian doll. And see, is this the right strategy right here? What else? So now I need to lay down. 434, yeah. I need to lay down. Am I missing anything? Yeah, and people on the run and not telling. Yeah. NBA YoungBoy. Lord God, forgive me. He said in the spirit, they see NBA YoungBoy as a slick dick sucker. Said that men up top and men, you know, in the little ring there said that they done ghetto gag NBA YoungBoy. Like gagging like they like the head better than they do the A. Say he likes, Lord Jesus, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned to say this shit. I mean, oh Lord, why'd I have to be the one? I don't like this here. Said that he flirts around men's, and that to get to that level, and King Von said he really didn't like him and was jealous of him, and in certain ways you don't want to be like him and help to set him up. And about two resented him about a woman. He can't control his woman and handle his woman. Argues and fights, go back and forth, but say in his mind he not really concerned about his woman. That, you know, he bisexual like, and to get up the way he is and get opportunities and deals and stuff, said that he had to audition as a dick sucker and say he's real good at ghetto gagging. Said they gagged his motherfucking ass down like all the way. Me. When you gargle down low to this nigga, can you wobble to the floor? Can you take it down low? Can you? You know what? Okay. These spirits. Say he is the woman. Say he really aggressive around certain men. Say that when you win him, say that real sissy come out where he be. Instead of man mind snap on, like he got a psychological problem, like he need, I don't know if he done been on Ritalin or if he needs something to calm him. He's very angry. He's very angry because he's holding that shit in, and how he had to do them things, do some strange thing for a piece of chain. He don't like that he had to do that, was forced into that shit. But in a part of him, that bitch side, that female side, now she's a very freaky girl. She got a side of him that's a very freaky girl. Yeah, don't come to my mama. And I just keep hearing somebody say, I like the way he sucks dicks. Lord have mercy. You see why I didn't really come back and want to say this shit about these peoples? I don't know. Like I said, this is a reading. This is an alleged reading. I see alleged on the other side. This is what the spirits is saying. On the other side. Yeah, mama. That's the one side of him that come out, that very freaky girl. So yeah, he gets up on men's and real sensitive and affectionate to men's. But then, so this motherfucker will snap. He'll be real nice one minute and get very angry and very violent. Says mine is not, he's unstable. You don't know where he at or what he on or what he done took, and then a demon on him be riding him and have an insatiable desire for booty. Or getting his booty. So they got a little private boys club. And there's some women turns him off. Like this woman he was with, or I don't know if it's his baby mama, or the same one I seen dealing with Asian doll or something, said that she's a stupid bitch. So y'all were trying to start arguments or provoke him and get him caught up in things. He said, I really don't want to give her a lot of money, but if I have to, just to get off me, to shut the fuck up, to stay from around me, that's what I'll do. But like she wants something to happen to him. So I don't know what happened. But she wants something to happen to NBA YoungBoy because she said that he's a dirty motherfucker. Real dirty and low down. They might have got physical on the low. Maybe just ain't nobody told about it. But he don't want her, and he likes the pleasure of men's cause they don't have that drama. They like be buddies, partner. They lay, they chill, jack dicks together. You know what? I'm done. These spirits messy as hell. I didn't get asked to be up here this late with this shit. And I really just don't see, it's just people, this lady better be careful that's doing this to him, his ex-girlfriend, whatever this is, that's trying to set him up to be hurt or robbed or something. She's dirty and very petty and very silly. But when you look at her, she doesn't come off that way. It's just never going to be over because she wants to hurt him and take him down. She want other niggas to take him down. My wife, she right here. No. If you're not associated with NBA YoungBoy, no. I don't see him really in love with no woman. He regrets the women he's dealt with and they turned him. He thought they turned him like this. Well, sometimes he prefer dealing with guys because in that industry, they make money, they laugh and talk and travel together, and ain't nobody trying to create no drama or tell nobody business. Is they have an understanding, they make a lot of money together, and people respect them because they really don't know what's going on. But I seen this guy rub up on a man. Maybe it was his cousin or friend or something. Maybe I'm reading this wrong. He breathe and rub on a nigga ear like a bitch. That's that very freaky girl coming out. On the one side, and the other side is the nigga. But you can watch him. I ain't never watched him or heard him talk, but I'm saying in the spirit, watch him. He be talking like a man one minute, then he that little film side where you could see it. Lord have mercy, people twisted in this industry. And yeah, in the bed with a nigga, a nigga in bed with him because they say he got some good throat. If I ever see, y'all see the video, send it to me, goddamn it, because they said the nigga is a ghetto gagger, like taking it down. Shit, I want to see, I want to see the nigga skills, you know what I'm saying? Because shit, that's why some of these men like for niggas to suck their dick, because they ain't got nothing to lose, and they really want to go for it and show them that they can be better than a woman and shit. I'm talking about like slamming down nigga gagging, but the nigga is catching it all. I'm gonna throw it just to see if he gonna catch and come. Forgive me, Lord. Oh, forgive me, Lord. I don't want to be up here with this. Oh, I gotta say, alleged. I don't want to say that about that man. Cause I mean, but if y'all see anything about him up on a man or breathing in a man's ear, kissing him, let me know. Cause I seen them doing it. allegedly in the spirit. Maybe I just seen his spirit doing. Maybe he ain't physically did it, but I see it in the spirit, like inside of him. That's what he wants to do. See? Yeah, I know. And I'm not sure, when I listen to Brad or Asian Brad, when I'm seeing the spirit, what he's saying about her, she upsetting him. And all the spirit said they ghetto gag him, that he can take it down low. I mean, love you a long time. He take it real, like some people suck a dick, or it might just go this far, a little bit, and they might, he say, go down. He knows how to ghetto gag, where they slam it down, he catch it. Where he just expand his throat muscles and grip them right. You know what? Yeah, them spirits are a mess. So they seem to do it with a group of niggas. They do this shit, and I'm just like, I'm not sure from what King Von said. I don't know if his whole family or mama, everybody around him really liked it. Asian brat doll. I mean, it's like some of these women, you just kind of know that they not really that good for your child. They might like your child, your child like them, but your son, Because a lot of times, I think about a situation with my son one time. He was dating an older woman, and, about a few years ago, and he liked older women. And I something about that girl I did not like. And I told him to be careful. I believe that she was a gang member. But she said she was, but I believe she was affiliated with some gang member that didn't like him and his gang. So I said, it's dangerous. I don't really want you at her house. And I knew she didn't like me. Like some of my son's girlfriends don't like me. And really don't want to be around me. And so, and what you got to tell your mama and what she around for and all that. So I'm just like, okay, well, I won't get in your business. The bitch don't want me in your fucking business. I said, but I don't like the bitch neither. I said, and see, the one I'm talking about, I think she kind of could pick up on shit. She was a little psychic too. So the bitch know that I know that she didn't really like me too tough. But the bitch know that I know that she know that I didn't like her ugly ass neither. And I know that I trust her because I told you to watch her because she like young men and she likes sucking young dick. See? But y'all just need to fucking suck each other and let that stay there because she wants to manipulate you and control you because you cute. You're a pretty nigga and with them cat ass eyes, and so she want to dominate and control you, but then want you to marry her and pay bills and stuff, and you're not ready for that. You really deal with your own issues and shit. You're not ready to be no father to her children, them not your children, or a husband, or pay no bills. Because you got too many things to work through that you've been through. You're not ready for that. And you need to tell her that because that's what she wants you to be. And she told me, I said, you're not ready for that. You never had that experience. You don't have no children. You never lived on your own. It's things you need to get on your own. Just, it's going to be a problem. And she'll take all your money because she's scared that you're going to leave her or fuck another bitch. So she didn't like me too tough. And every time I was around her, but he kept going out there fucking her. It's just like when I told y'all I think they were going to shoot him. And that spirit would wake me up 2 or 3 in the morning. I would have a bad dream and see them shooting him. And I called him and he was at this bitch house. And I said, that should tell you to leave that motherfucker alone. I said, but then again, I know why you down there. Because she got them soup coolers. She got them cup old noodle soup coolers where you get that styrofoam cup with them hard noodle in there. And you pour that hot water down there. And when you pour it down there, all of a sudden it starts swelling up and softening up. And the damn dehydrated little bean and carrot pieces and noodles start swelling up and getting real soft and have that juice in there. And you can sip on it. I said, she can put her mouth around that whole cup and sip that down. Hot or cold. I said, that's why your motherfucking ass is over there, because she can suck a dick real good. I know that's why you're down there. And he's going to start laughing. I said, And I said, I'm finna pick you up. Or you get it right. I said, I don't like that girl because when I had them bad dreams, I said, she either so Satan with your ops or she know one of them. She's fucking another nigga I see come in there. The nigga don't like you, done send you come in. So this bitch gonna set you up, or she know one of them niggas that will do something to you because he's jealous of you. Stop taking your ass out and getting your dick sucked. You go to the motel or whatever, but it must be you addicted to it, cause you go around now to get your dick sucked, and I guess this bitch suck you to sleep or something, cause you over there, you suck your dick till you pass out. See, that's what if you gonna do that to a nigga, suck they dick good, man, and make them motherfucker pass out, cause if you over there, say, get your goddamn ass up. And that's what you, and see, I went over her house, and I picked it up in the spirit. That was she told, went and picked him up. I stood out there on that sidewalk, and I went to her house, and she walked outside with me like she trying to be friends. You know, I'm just trying to get along with your mom, but your mama just don't like me and just won't let me get along with her. I said, why? And then I stood on the sidewalk. I said, wait a minute, because it was two sidewalks. One to this door and one to that door. I said, you know what? Why do I pick up a nigga spirit on the crack inside this sidewalk where the sidewalk don't crack? Oh, I said, a nigga walk up to your house and I'm saying it in front of my son. And she looking at me like, yeah, I did have a guy come up here from next door, but he can't, you know, we partners, we hustle, do little things on the side, he just drop some money off. And I left. I knew something was going to go on. And I knew inside she was trying to hold it in, call me on his mama. And she know he trusts me, listen to me, not going to turn on me for no bitch. Just cause she make him pass out with some dick sucking and catch your nut down there. So I walked out. I started driving off. All of a sudden I get a phone call. Mama, come get me because this bitch done went off on me because she said she tired of you telling her business and that why I had to say the nigga was down there. And that it really wasn't what she said, but the nigga was down here and got mad, called you told me to get the fuck out. I said, okay, I circled around and got him. But you know what? My mind was right, because she went no good and started shit with him and then want to get in his rap career, want to manage him, and get me out of it and want to control his money and shit. I said, I told you she was trying to lock you in and get me out the way and don't want no other bitches around you. I should have known it was something because she got one of them goddamn little bitty dog that you put up under your armpit. I knew she should have known she wasn't no fucking good then because the dog looked just like her. Or she looked just like that goddamn dog would wear her hair shaved around the side and had that blonde hair up on the top and there was a little pickapoo. I don't think it was no pickapoo. It was too little. About this goddamn big. The dog was a fucking Pomeranian and had his hair blonde and fluff in the top. Shaved low, go get his hair cut at the barber shop, and had the little motherfucker like some horns up on his head with some hot pink ribbon. A hot pink ribbon over here, like two damn horns, a hot pink ribbon over there on his head with his hair fluff and blonde, and go get her hair cut low and fluff and blonde up in the top. And get that, you know, the side to get it brown and blonde like that damn dog, and have that nosy, ugly ass rat looking dog with some damn cotton puff around his damn body in her fucking pocketbook and around her pocket. I should have known because that dog looked just like her. The only thing, and when I come round, the dog ears pop up like the bitch been talking about me to him. You know, like they in solidarity about the shit when they agreeing because the dog be, then I come over, oh, hey, Miss, that's the bitch, that's the bitch. And I was like, this, she don't like me and that fucking dog don't like me either. Only different is that dog didn't have no big ass coffee cooler lip. And them soup cooler ass lip. And it stared at me and look. I said, I'll kick this. You know, if she wasn't around to let that dog get out that pocketbook or climb up under her armpit, just a few minutes, it's been me and him. Because I could tell they had been talking about me and that dog be dressed up. She get her little halter top. The dog got a goddamn halter top and got his fingernails on his toe painted pink. Hot pink to match his ribbon. And she got her pink and got an outfit. That's the same thing I'm saying about that damn Bobby or Asian, what her name? Asian brat. She really need to see if the baby mama didn't like her then. The baby mama don't got them like her now cause she messy. And then The dog got messy and started saying slick shit. See, and I picked it. The dog throwed it and I catched it. You see? I told him I don't like that lady or her motherfucking dog. Because I don't like how they had them fucking matching outfits and booty shorts and shit on to match the dog. See, I said, she got to go. And plus, when I see these visions, somebody doing something to you, you always be down there getting sucked off at this bitch house. This motherfucking, then she said some slick shit that I didn't like one night. I made it clear. I just wish you'd stay at my business. I wish you'd stop sucking my son's dick because you're not no fucking good. And I'm going to go right round here tonight and burn a black candle, goddammit. And I'm going to call Lucifer the Keebler Elves, bitch, or whatever I got the goddamn call. So you better enjoy the dick sucking while it lasts. Because he is not going to marry your big lip dick sucking coffee cooler mouth ass. You're not going to come in my family. After you done sat here, you and this fucking Pekingese or Pomeranian and shit done talked about my ass. She got to go, man. She got to go. Don't leave that dog around here too long. I'm not getting him no water. I'm not getting him none of that goddamn puppy chow. I'm not feeding this fucker nothing. Cause I know he talk about me, man. With you. Don't let him sit too long. Now don't turn your head too fast either, because he will get kicked. Now look, and like I said, they broke up. They broke up. They broke up, Lord. I mean, I don't have nothing to do with it. I won't deny it. I'm a straight rider. You don't want to fuck with me. See. Y'all know, y'all women that got sons and bitches think they got a pussy. Not a pussy, a pussy. Kimberly, the dog, had a set. The dog had a halter top. That was hot pink and some booty short. Had his hair with them two hot pink ribbon, look like damn horn, devil horn on the side of his head, like a baby demon with, just look like a little rat with a whole bunch of puff hair on it. Had pink fingernail. I thought he was about somebody come around me with his, look at me. With his head up, with his fresh painted nail, had some nail hardener on top of the fucking fingernail. He thought it was about like he better than me. And she holding him and talking and looking at me. And I know she didn't like me. And the dog up under her armpit, because he just that little. Had a feeling someone was looking at me. And it's him up under her arm. Cutting his eye at his owner. I said, you know what? Get in the car. I'll be out here waiting. I'm not coming back down here and watching, because her and that dog be talking about me. The bitch ain't no good. I said, I just told you that in front of her, that I seen in that crack in the sidewalk. I picked up in the spirit. A nigga walked and cracked his ass open and her ass up there in that fucking house. I said, I seen him walk up. I said in front of her, I don't say shit behind people back. I said, there's a man come up here. I see that crack where the cement done lifted, where that tree right there done growed and the root done got big and bust the goddamn cement. And he walked up there. I said, he taller than my son, a little muscular like, and knocked on the door. See, I knew then that, you know, I deliberately agitated the bitch. I agitated her, and then the dog on him, he started breathing to him like, mama, this bitch. It's the same feeling I get about this girl that I don't really see King Bond. Mama really into her, a bond, and that's why she needs that. I'm over there called somebody have picked up in the spirit what I'm picking up. Man, you know what? I'm going to go. Then the dog, like, have design, or like that Mai Tai design, or that shit on his t-shirt with some booty shorts, like some swimming trunks, like some Speedo shorts, and it was a set. And then the girl had the same set on, the same human clothes and human color, and had her fingernail painted like the dog fingernail with some nail hardener or some glitter and shit on it. I said, I cannot have her in my life with that thing. Then another thing I didn't like the bitch, because she told me this. I ain't have to see this bitch. She go up to the gas station. You know, where they have the Arab gas station, where the gas be real high, or the Indian people over there, them Indian men be over there at the gas station. I don't really go over there that much. But when I go in there, you know, I wear like that with my clothes long. How y'all doing? Oh, hello. How you doing? Where you from? I said, I'm from here. ATL, shout out. Oh, you pretty. I said, thank you. Here my gas. I pay for the gas and get my ass on. You know, I really had a toot about this, but you know, I couldn't do nothing about it. Men pick the bitches they pick. She brags to me, I don't have to pay for my gas. I said, I thought they were prejudiced. You know, that's why I just said, hey, and pay my fee and buy. Hey, and buy. She told me, She go up there with that dog. Her and the dog be dressed real horse in some blue jean cut off booty shorts with no drawers on. She go in there and talk to them Arab, and then I don't know what kind of talking she doing, but she says she talks to them. I don't know that same kind of shit that make my son pass out. I don't want to accuse her that, so I'm not going to say that. All I know is she go in there with that dog, and they both got on booty short with some sandals, and they told painted. Go in there, and she talked to them. They tell her to pull up to the pump with the soup coolers. She get the gas she want. Drive off, and then she come back later. I didn't ask, so she didn't volunteer. I just said, well, oh, why? I said, well, shit, they don't do me like that. I go in there and I pay my money, how you doing? Yes, you know, respectable, I leave. You double back during later hours or when it's slow with that pickaninny or what the fuck that thing is, and y'all both be dressed up. Lord, I hope the dog ain't selling no pussy. I said, but she go in there with it, and that's not what I heard of. She told me. I go up there every week. And I really had felt something. I ain't gonna lie. I had a tube back. I said, well, why they? The fuck? And I told my son, I said, you know that? He said, yeah. I said, you don't have no problem with it. He said, well, no, because she be taking me shopping. I said, man, okay, okay. Yeah. Young nigga. You see what I'm saying? Chanel, Barbie, you tell me. You out in these streets. Do they just give bitches free gas just to be nice to them or help them out? She said they were just helping her. Is that what it do, free Bob, Chanel, Bobby? I mean, because now one of them ain't never pulled me up when I was having a hard time and told me that I could get some gas on this. That what that means, Chanel? They just like to help some black women out. Yeah, thank you for reminding. She go in there and get them little pack. You know how they had them little pretzel? The little round little pretzel with the cheese inside or it. You know, they'll go get a little snack and shit, and she get that ugly ass dog. They both have a snack up there and a Coca-Cola. See? So they just do that? Because they ain't did it to me. She still wouldn't tell me her secret. I'm like, shit, I want to know. Get me some gas and some Cheetos, Gatorade, Sprite. I mean, she wouldn't tell my secret. But yeah. Still know something about her I didn't like, though. I said, she probably would do your ass like that whenever you ain't got money to give or something you can't do. She always going to go to the highest bidder. She's going to the highest bidder. She's a whore. And I know if I was a nigga, and I like to get my mushroom tip massage with some big lip. If I see her and then she will wear them with gloss, put red and then put the pink in the inside of it, like they had their hair bows with that dog and their fingernail. And she had that top shiny coat on the top of the nail and they toes with the sound with their toe out and had her lip. Now you know, man, any real nigga see a bitch with a mouth shape, she can't help the way her mouth is shaped like a booty. She can't help that. So you look at her mouth, look where bitch titty shape, you look at the way her booty shape. Some bitches lip be big and shaped up like a booty. You know a nigga see that with gloss around it and it's shining. No a nigga gonna wanna fuck something. All in her mouth, all in her throat. You know what I mean? If I was a nigga, I seen if my shit'll start thriving right then. And I want to have a conversation just to look down. I might not look nowhere, but I'm going to be looking in her mouth like down. You got a phone number? You know how niggas... You know how niggas think? But you know they ain't gonna, but that's what's on their goddamn mind. Got the goddamn, look at this bitch lips. Doing something to me below the waist. Got my ass tickling and hard. The bitch got these kind of lips. I said, you need to watch her, man, because her lips big. I said, I don't trust her because the way her lips and her mouth shape. Mama, you crazy? Was I crazy about that crack in that sidewalk? She said, don't bring your mama. I said, okay. Oh, I really want to go now because the bitch said I can't come. Yeah, that fellatio mouth. That juicy, booty-shaped mouth. You know what? I'm tired of y'all. I'm trying to do this, man, reading respectfully, but this reading was so, these spirits were so disrespectful. So disrespectful and fucking reckless out their mouth that this was hard to try to respectfully do this. I don't know why King Von is over here. I don't know why King Nip brought King Von over here. I don't know why they like to do stuff like this to me. I don't know why they didn't get somebody else to say these kind of things. I'm sorry again. It's finna be some shit break out around this. On a low level and a high level. With this. And King Von wants justice and feel very violated and disrespected. And when he showed me that with all them names down on that indictment right there. If it's not directly about this murder, it might be coming about this murder and we just don't see it and hear it yet. Well, there were co-conspirators in this here. Because just because he fought him does not give you the right to shoot someone like that, because I don't know all the laws, but I do know enough to know if somebody's fist fighting you, one person's fighting you, you can fight them with equal force. Someone hitting you with their fist and then you exceed the force and get a bat or a gun, that's not equal force. I don't think that he's going to be dismissed of all charges. I don't know. I'm waiting to see how this unfolds because I don't see it's getting ready to be tried right now. But he showed me this thick papers. And he said something about feds. So I don't know if this is one case, but he says it's also attached to another murder case. So I said, King Von, baby, I'm not going to say everything you're saying because I just don't feel safe. I don't feel comfortable saying what I've said. You know, and I know that even though I'm saying it's alleged, it's a spiritual reading, some people are going to take this some kind of way because I said something about them or somebody that they know. Okay, well, I'm still obligated to do what that spirit and that soul comes in here to say to me. I don't think this is going to be the last reading. So what I'm going to do is, because I got to get shipments ready. My business partner was tied up. She had an emergency happen in her life, so she hasn't been able to pick up in over 2 weeks. And I'm glad people are understanding, because I don't drive right now. I can't take them up there, so she had to get a family emergency straightened out and business things. And she'll be here tomorrow, and she'll be getting the things this weekend. So, Chanel, why do you, I see how y'all do, y'all be wanting me to entertain y'all, but I also be trying to tell y'all the truth to the best of my ability. What I hear in the spirit, I'm praying that what I'm hearing is correct, and I know I said I don't want to offend anybody, but I know I'm going to offend somebody, because a lot of people just don't like me, or don't like my readings, or whatever, and I feel like I work for the spirit, so I'm not going to say things to tip around. I'm sure I would probably get less problems if I do nice readings, but that's not the spirits. For some reason, they like to come in here and talk, be live and off the chain and raw and direct. So I'm going to see what else he brings, and when it's ready, then I'll come back and give you the rest of it. And I thank y'all for loving me, supporting me, donating me, keeping me going, and I'm doing my best to keep up. But I want to get everything done. I need a break, you guys. But at the same time, when he brought him in here, I couldn't say no. But I still, too, hope that they do something about that young man that took a picture of him and put it out in the public. That needs to be dealt with. That is disgusting. And they should be sued. He should be sued, because that's illegal. You're not supposed to do that. You're not working on a person's body, and bombing, examining them. You're not supposed to put those pictures out in the public. I hope his mother deals with this and lets him know you did this, but you won't do it again. And you all should not have people working here that will do things like that. That's disgusting. I don't want my body taken anywhere near these people. My son taken anywhere near these people. To have you in there and make fun of someone and get off on someone being physically dead and take their, well, I have a 15-minute, 30-minute, and an hour. So just to contact me. But I don't just take readings. I've told everybody that. And let me say that right now. I don't pick you. You don't pick me, I pick you. I'm not like everybody else. You can go to a site and book an appointment, because I'm too busy, and I don't book them by the hour. I don't have time for it, and I can't be pinned down like that, because I'm doing so much and making products from scratch and shipping them. It takes time. And I'm already tired. I'm already backed up. Got to get the readings done that I already owe people that they're patiently waiting me for. Okay? So you must send me your name, the name of the person you ask about, your picture, your face. I can see your eyes, and you do a full body pic too, and a picture of the person's face and eyes that you're asking about, and the exact. I don't do vague. Oh, will I get married? Oh, will I find? I don't want to hear that. Exact. Is this nigga fucking the bitch next door? Are we getting married? This nigga said we was, but we've been fucking around for such and such a years. Or is he lying to me? Am I going to get a promotion? Am I going to keep this job? I just lost a job. Will I get another? What do I need to do for psychic self-defense? Can you give me... I like direct shit. Not vague shit. So we can get to the point of it. Because then I'll be all over the place. Am I going to find love? I'll be here, there, is they, where is it? And then come back and tell you no. Not because you're not going to find it, but because there are other things that needs to be eradicated in your life. Or you could be your own obstacle. Or it might be spiritual issues, emotional issues. And I got to go all around the corner. Especially if you're doing a 15-minute. I don't have time for that. One main question in 15 minutes. Anyway. So basically at this point, I have a lot of readings to do. People waiting on me I haven't even gotten to, because when the spirits come in and said this happened and that happened to King Von, he came, I had to drop what I was doing to do that for them. It's emergency for them, because something just changed their whole life forever and the life of their families. And so I stopped for the spirits. Y'all know that. I stopped for Nipsey. Anything he brings anybody in here, I have to stop to respect that. So if you can't handle that, you can't wait, don't go to me. Go to someone else that'll jump when you say jump. I'm not your dog. I'm not your animal. You're not my employer because you gave me a few dollars. I give it back. You don't tell me what to do. I don't, and I'm sure everybody else, you can't tell them what to do either for a reading. Because people have other people. I'm not sitting here just waiting. Oh, you popped up. I have a reading. Oh, nobody's called me in a month. No, I have people waiting right now that won't leave. Because I'm like, I'm tied up. I can give you a refund. No, drip. I'll wait. So you can't do that to me. I'm already tired. And they always keeping up shit over here. So my hands are full, and I got to finish all the sages people order, and I have to cure them every day. They're not just sitting around here. And I appreciate the people that love me enough to wait and are mature enough to understand. Because there are a couple of companies that I order stuff from and they make it from scratch, and it's like 1 or 2 people and they do everything from scratch. It's not made until you order it. So sometimes I like them so much and their product is so good, like some of the raw things I need to make my formulas, I might not get it for 3 weeks to a month. And they're in the United States. It's not because of COVID and things, because they have to take time to make it. I respect it because I know the shit gonna be good because they took the time to make it. And when I use it, the shit is worked and I mix my formula. So I don't call, I don't email and get on their nerves, because that's one thing one of the owners said: if you keep calling and you email me, I told you it's from scratch, it's gonna take a while, I got all these orders, I'm going to give your money back and don't ever contact me again. I don't want that to happen because I've done it. People just, but they say they understand, and then once they tell you to place the order, they know that doesn't exist because you have to make it from scratch. And you think you're the only one that asked me to make something from scratch from you? No. Somebody does that, I'd rather you don't contact me because I don't have things just sitting here. And I think because people don't appreciate that, I'm going to stop doing it and find an audience and a group of people that appreciate it and that understand the process. So I'm probably just going to make a basic spiritual kit, a basic sage, a basic shampoo, basically, so you can get it already made, because people don't really understand nor want to understand and respect the fact that you're making something for them, and you're not just going to be able to find anybody to just make your stuff from you. I know that, and you know that. But after I finish this, I'm going to back up from this because I'm really exhausted. And what I don't like about black women is that they tend to be, a lot of them, not all of them, but they tend to be, well, Ishu is Elegua, so one side of him is Diablo, but one side of him is for justice, the good side. Everybody and every spirit has a light and a dark door. Light side, dark side. But he is a tricky, and people say that's the devil, but no, it's not always him being the devil to trick you. He's trying to make you learn a lesson, open your fucking eyes. That's how you take it. But a lot of women are argumentative, and I don't understand that, especially when I told you the rules and how it goes, and I'm tired of that. I can see if I didn't tell you, you didn't know, and I said, okay, you ordered it today, I'm going to make it and ship it tomorrow. How can fucking I ship it tomorrow? I got 100 fucking orders over here. A lot of them I haven't even made, or I've made them, haven't packaged them, and got the address and find the shit. I'm tired now. And I hate to say that about us, but I'm tired, because those are the main ones that'll do it. And those are the main people I made the product for, and a lot of people just don't fucking appreciate and respect. So I'm just like done right now. I'm like, let me get these things out. I'll be glad. Like I said, I'm not going to say anything to her because it was an emergency and people have their own problems and issues. Things happen out of the blue. I couldn't take them. She takes them for me. And like I told her today, I'm so tired and I don't feel well. I'm constantly working. I'm just working. And I need to take care of me. And so I'm going to get these done. I'm tired of the drama. Not all women, because a lot of women that order from me have been waiting and patiently, and they cool, and we talk, and they know what's going on. I don't have no problem from them. But it's other, and a lot of them are not young. They're older women that have children, supposed to be mature, and they want to go back and forth like they just gave you $1,000. And even then, I can't just pop out and make it tomorrow, because everybody else is a whole bunch of people to order what you ordered. They want what you want. They own what the fuck you want. And I'm only one person with 2 goddamn hands. And if I'm exhausted, and I've been working, and I've been up all night with spirit, I'm not going to come down here and touch anything. Because I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want, to not have my mind together. I just don't do that. So if you can't understand that, I'd rather just give you a refund and don't contact me no more. Find somebody else to jump for you, and because I'm not gonna put something together that's half done just to get it to you quickly. I've been done that way, and there's very few people that I order from that I trust. And one of the ones, like I said, is a couple of companies that I order from that it will take sometimes a month for me to get my shit, but they're good. And their product is the fucking bomb, and it's made from scratch, handmade, so I wait. And I use it for my skin products. I create them, and it does wonders for my skin. And it evens it out, got rid of a lot of scars and things, peeled away dead skin. Like I was telling you about the booty cheeks, and I made my formula. So a lot of raw things I will wait on because they're high quality, and it's not very many companies I can say that about. And that's what I like to be about. So thank you people that love me and patient, and the ones that's cool I never had a problem with. You can come back and you can reorder anything you want. The ones that I've had drawn, because you understand I'm a human. I'm in a human body. At least I'm not all the way human, but I'm in a human body. The body gets tired and I'm very fatigued. And I'll do it. I'll push and push and push, and I know I shouldn't. Right now, it's like I gotta clean house. I gotta make a lot of changes in my life. Like I tell you all to do, a lot of things in my life have come to an end that I didn't want to end, but I have to accept they have ended. And in order for me to grow and go to the next level, there are things that I have to clean house within my own life and start over. Even though I don't like it, I have to start over if I want things to be better. I can't continue or fix or change. Some things just can't be fixed. They've run their course, and that's it. And the more you resist it and won't let it go, it keeps getting more fucked up because you don't want to see the signs. Okay? So, y'all, I'm glad I told people give me like a week or so. But I'll be working all weekend. She's going to get them out and she'll probably be able to ship them till Monday. I'm getting the oldest one first because those are the ones that have waited the longest, and those are the ones I owe. So I do everything in order. If I owe people older stuff first, I'm going to give them their stuff first. That's only fair. That's why I'm not taking any more readings right now, because I need a couple of weeks to get the clients down. You can contact me in the next week or the week after the next, because I can't keep being jammed up. And because all of the way I do my business is with my body, with my brain, with my spirit. And if you're worn out and I'm tired all the time, I can only do so much because I don't use something or a machine or something outside of me. I do my business and see things and help people answer questions with my body. I only got one. So I'm the best I can. And if people that don't understand that, then just don't contact me. I'd rather higher vibrational people. I don't want to deal with low vibration people no more that hold you down, to hold you back, and want to argue and create shit. And they want to argue with you, and really it's not even about you. It's about old shit in their life they feel like they couldn't control, or other issues they have. And they want to take that shit out on you. Don't come around on me. I'm not going to tolerate that, because I don't do that to people. Like I said, if it's something I want, and I'll be like, I wonder they send my stuff yet. And then I keep it moving. They'll send it when it's ready. They probably backed up. I don't call. I don't email. Especially if I know it says we're going to take a while. We make it from scratch. And I see that this is the process. I'm not going to harass someone, because what you do is piss them off, and then they don't want to fuck with you because you're negative and you bring the vibration down with your other shit. That has nothing to do with them. So you want to take the shit on them. Now. Me. And then it doesn't work. You get pissed because it doesn't, but you got it when you wanted it. I don't treat people that way. And I understand, so I respect that when this company said, look, I make these things, I run this company, I own this company, and for you all that can't understand that and you want to be negative and harass me, get your money back and don't ever come. I don't want to deal with those types of clients. Get away from me and all the emotional clients and all the drama. I thought I was the only one that they were doing that to, and I see women, and it's women. That's what the owner was saying. It's women. We have to get ourselves together. Because nobody's going to fix us but us. And in order for you to change your life or clean house or end things and begin them again, it starts with your energy. But anyway, I'll talk about that later because it's 5:21 and I need to go to bed. And now I got to calm down because I'm wired. So I got to calm myself down because I'm wired to talk, and all the energies and entities coming here. And they're here. And they're moving and they got me crunk. So I got to lay down. Wind down, hot tea, something, so I can go down to sleep. Okay. So I'll talk to you all soon. And thank you for loving me, supporting me, clicking like on this, and sharing this for this second segment of King Von's reading. I love y'all. Talk to you soon.